Lucky for us, life is full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose, a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Farmers, be ready this planting season by contacting Yield Advantage for all your seed and planting equipment needs. They carry high-quality products from Precision Planting, Intelligent Ag, Copperhead Ag, Outback Wraps, Ware Parts LLC, Midwest Seed Genetics, and more. Yield Advantage can help your planter from basic service parts to liquid fertilizer setups. All of the latest technology and often significantly less than buying a new planter. Be ready to hit the field by contacting Yield Advantage, 218-517-7878, or online at yield-advantage.com.
Do you experience pain, tingling, numbness, freezing, or burning in the hands and feet? Does your balance feel off? Tired of sleepless nights? You may suffer from neuropathy. Dr. Andrea may be able to help. Neuropathy is a serious disease where nerves begin to break down, leading to balance problems and other complications. Our program addresses the causes, not just the symptoms. See if you qualify for our neuropathy program at Hornstein Family Chiropractic. Schedule a consult with Dr. Andrea at Hornstein Family Chiropractic, 701-672-1300. Hornstein Family Chiropractic, where chiropractic care is a family affair.
The folks at Tyler Farm Supply understand that farming is hard work, and that's why they only offer durable and reliable short-line farm equipment that you can depend on. Whether you're a small-scale farmer or manage a large operation, they have the tools that you need to get the job done quickly and efficiently. Plus, with their competitive pricing and financing options, Tyler Farm Supply makes it easy for you to get the equipment you need without breaking the bank. Give them a call today, 701-642-8827.
When challenging conditions arise, we don't back down. We up our game. We outpace the competition. Keep you ahead of adversity. We keep you equipped and bring you solutions that hit close to home. Channel leads the field so you can rise above. See how at channel.com/rise.
Make OSPTI your choice for outpatient rehabilitation and sports injuries with locations in Fergus Falls, Breckenridge, and Hankinson. Orthopedic and sports physical therapy is the right choice for your recovery. Live your best life. Trust the experts at OSPTI.
Fast turnaround, cute designs, and so many options. It's totally made for you. Comfy Vibes Co. Fast, trendy, custom, yours. Check us out at comfyvibesco.com.
For 75 years, Corner Drug has been your trusted Health Mart pharmacy in Wapaton. As the prescription specialist, we're dedicated to your health. We provide immunizations to keep you safe, along with Health Pack compliance packaging for easy medication management. Plus, our medication synchronization ensures all your prescriptions are ready when you need them. Experience personalized care and expertise at Corner Drug, where your health is our priority.
Abby Johnson with the home run just about to straight away center field.
Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Giants Coaches Show. It's also brought to you in part by Red River Communications, Internet with a Human Touch. The background noise kind of got to me there a little bit. Sorry.
That's yards. Yards.
Yards.
Come on, kid.
Yards. Turn it down.
There we go.
Attaboy. Welcome, everybody. Have you got everything under control now? Are you happy?
I have no idea. I think I do, but I know there's something wrong right now.
Uh-oh.
I don't know what it is, but it's good. We're good. It's working.
Okay, my wife texts. She didn't say hi to me or you,
I
but
know.
she said
What's
hi
the
to
deal
Jeff.
with that? She didn't say hi to you or...
No, she said hi to Jeff, though.
She used to work with me.
Oh, that's true.
That doesn't mean anything.
Well, he's probably the one person that liked me.
Okay, now, we're a little bit behind. You were late today. I mean, you were. Let's be truthful.
But he was here before 7 to defend him.
He was here before 7.
Yeah.
But normally he's here by... We'll just take a time. Oh, boy.
Chad was showing Brian
We might have to
his
get
wife
that
up.
so that we could show everybody. But
That would be fun.
we'll have to see.
We'll see if we can do that.
Anyway, he was late.
Yeah.
So now we're behind. So cut him short today. That's all I got to say.
We'll just go. We'll do our thing. We'll just ignore
I
the
can always
man
go,
behind the curtain.
I can always go to commercial. So
Yeah.
let's just saying.
Well, we've been gone for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
We didn't have a show last
You
week.
got stuff to cover.
So we do have stuff to cover with Jeff and the other coaches. We do have a full slate of coaches tonight.
We do.
And Bogey's already here.
I know. I don't. He must have cut practice short or something.
He should go home and have supper.
He probably should have.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
All right, here we go. All right, I'm Joe. He's Jeff. Jeff Ralph, head coach of the Huskies boys basketball squad. Jeff, thanks for coming in. Thanks for taking the hard time
Glad
from
to
him
be
too
here.
all the time. So he's
Glad to be here.
I appreciate you coming in after all the grief that he always gives.
Like
you every
he's
time.
got somewhere else to be. Come on now.
I'm sure he does. There's a family feud or something going on at home. He can watch. Well, he can go home and watch the coach's show too.
He could do that.
All right, Jeff, let's talk some basketball. And last time we talked here, I think was, like I said, 2 weeks ago. So you've had a couple games, and you hosted Valley City and came away with a nice win there for the Huskies.
Yeah, good EDC, good Region 1
old
win for us.
EDC,
We had 2 EDC games this
Yeah, you
week with
did.
Valley and Grand Forks Central. But,
Yeah.
I thought the first half of that game, the things we talked about, we can't let happen in games, kind of did. We let them get off a little bit, and I thought our urgency just wasn't there at the beginning of the game. And I'm never really that happy with how we're performing because I know we can play better than we have. And I thought we just weren't on the edge that we had to be in the first half. And we still had a nice lead. I mean, it was 33 to 26. I mean, we're okay, but we just didn't have the urgency defensively, rebounding wise that I want to see from us, and just some other things, that I just didn't think we were sharp with, and some of that was coming off. We played 3 games and then had, we didn't even have Sunday off. I mean, we practiced Sunday, Monday, and played Tuesday, and maybe some of that fatigue or whatever. But I tell you what, after halftime, we just locked them down, and we held them to 12 points in the third quarter, 8 in the fourth, and I thought that was kind of what we wanted to see right away. And we're not going to hold them down like that the whole game, but I felt like defensively we could. And we really did that well in the second half. And we had Mike and Matson, volume shooter for them, gets up about 30 shots a game, and he only got 14 off against us. And a lot of those in the first half was 2 for 4 from the foul line and made 1 basket in the second half. And that's their leading scorer with 15. And I thought we just did a great job of locking the rest of them down. Al did a nice job inside on Dieterle. Dieterle had 9, but our guys, defensively, that really led to the offense we generated in the second half, and 43 points in the second half, and a lot of that came from our defense. So scoring in the game, Jack had 26, 2 of 3 from the 3-point line. Just solid going to the rim and finishing hard. And, Braden had 17, had 2 nice picks, and had a couple nice dunks in the game.
I was going to mention that he had a couple of dunks there. I think Jack was our player of the game there that Nolan, you guys chose. But I was going to mention that Braden had a couple of nice dunks there.
Yep, really got out. And I mean, we've seen him do it in practice, but to do it in a game, kind of a big thing for a kid. And, up in the passing lanes, and those two, there are guys that shoot the ball for us, and they're 20 or 30 in the game. So really a high percentage for those two guys. We had Trayton King with 8, another solid game from Trey. 8 points, 4 boards, 4 assists. Just a solid game across the board for Trayton King. Cooper Kulmo had 6 points. I thought was solid in the game, played good D and got the ball where it needed to go. Alex Cummings had 4. Garnett had 4 off the bench for us. Then we had a couple other guys, Rylan Flack with 2, Austin Fensky with 2. You know, we had 14 guys playing the game, 12 scored,
wow,
which is kind of cool to see.
Yep.
So, you know, I think the first half, you know, we kind of played through that. And then the second half, we really locked them down. And then that allowed us to get some guys some real varsity minutes. And, you know, Carter Oswald came in, hit a big 3 for us. A kid that, you know, he's trying to earn some minutes. And, you know, honestly, when you're playing behind a couple really good players, there's not a lot of opportunity for minutes. And when you get the opportunity, you got to go in and perform. And I think he did that there. Got a nice look at a 3. And on Friday night at Central had the same look and did the same thing. So I think a kid that's trying to fight for some minutes and is, you know, Coach Cadeney said, look at how hard he's playing in practice now. I mean, we've seen that uptick from a couple guys because they're getting a little bit of taste of that varsity time, and that's
some floor time. Yeah.
That's what it means. If you want to play, you got to perform in practice. Because if I can't trust you in practice, the game's not going to happen. So,
well said.
Really a nice win, back in the win column after you know, a couple tough games on the road, and I thought, you know, a good bounce back for us to get back in the win column in Region 1.
Yeah, you're right in the middle of the pack right now, sitting at 3-3 as far as team points. And last night you played up at Grand Forks Central, or not last night, Friday night. And Friday night you played at Grand Forks Central, another old EDC foe, but they're still up in the EDC, and we're in Division A, of course. But you came away with a nice win there.
You know, for a team that hasn't won a lot of games, I think they made 5 clutch 3s in that game.
Wow.
Where they just had to have a 3 and they got it. And, you know, it was kind of fun to go back there and play. You know, we played Central twice a year, sometimes 3 times a year. And it's kind of fun to go back up there and play. But the one thing we knew they were going to do, they were going to play hard. They you know, they're missing a couple kids, and they're back now. But they're missing a couple of kids that night, and they're going to be a decent team. And really, for me, the part I was really wondering about was the physicality of that EDC. And I thought we handled that really well. I thought we played through that. You know, I thought we kind of were the hammer a little bit with the nail, and some of that was in the 5 charges we rolled through them on. You know, kind of a big number
5 charges called on the Huskies?
We had 5 charges. And looking back on film, you know, I could dispute 1. I mean, some of them were like, geez, that guy was down so long that how didn't we, you know, why didn't we pull up? But I really liked how we attacked the basket.
Okay.
And I think we kind of set the tone that way. And I think they also, scouting report wise, they saw that we go to the basket. Braden and Jack go to the basket. Trey goes to the basket hard. And, you know, I think Jack, we commented in practice about how, you know, Jack was in foul trouble, but he was in foul trouble because he had 2 charges. So, I mean, he just, that's how it was that game. But I thought all the, you know, great scouting by them. And
yeah, I was just going to say, that was, I'm sure, planned by them.
That was a point of emphasis by Dan, But, you know, on the flip side of that, I thought we really, off the dribble, got what we wanted a lot of times, and it was a matter of maybe pulling up and shooting a jumper instead of just trying to get all the way to the rim or kicking it out. And you know, to an open shooter, and you know, we get to the final minute and we're up 7, and you know, I'm thinking now here we're just gonna get this game over, and they go down and we lose a guy and he hits a 3, and we come down and kind of our Achilles heel all year. We go down and run a play, and we get fouled and go to the free throw line, and we don't make any.
Yeah.
You know, and now they come back and they run another play and they make another 3.
Yeah.
And now we're up 1 with 12 seconds to go, and you know, kind of in that deal where, okay, this is good for us because we need this tight game stuff, but we, you know, we could have put them away. It kept a 4-point lead, but credit to Grand Forks Central for making plays, and a credit for our kids for finishing out the game the way we did. They ran a sideline play and got a 3, which we were expecting the back door, and the kid went back door and then threw it all the way across, and the kid knocked down a 3. And then they kind of tried the same thing again, and we shut that down, and they end up shooting an air ball the last play. But I think we learned about some lineups and some kids we want to have on the floor, and like I said, our other guys now, Aiden Bonchus, 9 big points in that game for Aiden, and that's something that we're hoping to come to expect. 9-10 points from Aiden night in and night out. His 9 points, and then we had 4 from Rylan Flack off the bench. I thought Rylan really played well for us. Rebound the ball, had 6 big boards. Al didn't score in the game again, but had 9 rebounds. I mean, his offensive efficiency isn't very high, and he doesn't get a lot of opportunities, but he's doing the job defensively for us, and we need him to be on the floor. And he kind of got a couple cheapies again where he had to sit for a while, but then Rylan came in, I thought just did a great job. 4 points and 6 boards. Jack Lettuce was 17. 17 points, 6 boards. He had an assist, had a steal. Just solid game for Jack. Big bucket near the end of the game that we needed it. And we kind of isolated him in the second half and got him a couple really good looks to get us going. And he finished off the play. The Beast with 13 had 6 boards, had an assist, had a steal. Just solid with the basketball in his hand, and got people where they needed to be, especially in those late game situations. We want the ball in his hands, but we also want guys to make plays too. And I think Braden was there and did that. So solid win on the road, a tough opponent, and a game that we don't know how it's going to go. We scouted them, but it's different. So I thought our kids really responded well to a pretty fired up environment up there.
It says a lot about your 2 guards where they both get 6 rebounds. I think that was a stat that just stuck out to me when you were reading through them there. The 6 rebounds per guy here for those 2 guys.
They're doing the job on both ends.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think, we know they can score, but it's so many other things that they're doing, and distributing the ball, trusting Aiden to make a shot. Carter Oswalt, like I said, came in, ended up coming off a nice screen and getting a wide open look at a 3 and knocked it down. And I think another kid that took a charge, he gave a charge. He went in crashing in, flying in, but that's something we like to see. Not the charge part, but the attack and the rim part. So we've seen a development from Aiden, a development from Cooper, and Carter Oswalt and Rylan Flack has played well for us all season.
He sure has,
we're getting a little bit more depth, and we're going to try and build that here as we move forward.
Yep. All right. So then on Friday you take your first trip to Lisbon. You face them for the first. I shouldn't say your first trip to Lisbon. Your first game against Lisbon of the year here. And what are you expecting out of Lisbon?
Well, I tell you what, they got a nice 6'6" kid inside. This Enger kid who had a big night against Central Cass a couple weeks ago. Had 28 points for them. Made a couple threes, scored about 20 of his 28 inside and from the free throw line. So we're going to have to do a job. Al's going to have his hands full with this 6'6" kid. And then Cameron Cordero is a guard they've had. He's just hard off the dribble, go in the basket. And, we went through about 3 different guys on him last year, and, went with Trey on him, and then went big with Bjorn on him, I think, and went Jackson on him, and then finally ended up with Jack on him at the end. But he's going to be a problem for us, I think. And then, they got a Gilbert kid who's about 6'4", can make a 3, and we'll get inside. Kind of a little matchup problem for us. But, I think number one, if we defend like we have been, and we've been. Monday was borderline crazy in practice with how hard we were getting after it defensively, and I think if we continue that. I think we're going to be really good in Region 1.
That's awesome, and I'm sure the boys will do that. I wouldn't expect anything less out of that group of boys that you got there. B-Dub, you got anything there for a coach?
Well, I don't know if I should or not. Every coach that walks in sees Ralph still in the chair, and then they're like, What's going on?
I'm not done. I got 2 more pages of stuff here.
No, I'm good. I was going to ask a question, but I'll let him go. So.
All right. Well, Jeff, we got another coffee for you there at Caribou.
Get one.
Out there at Truck Stop at Southern Valley Travel Center. You can stop see Emily and the crew out there. Get your free drink of your choice out there.
Emily whips me up a good drink when I get out there.
Yeah, she does. All right, that's going to wrap it up, I guess, Jeff. Watson's going to cut you off.
Yeah,
I think that's what he's doing.
What I get, like 7 minutes.
Yeah, that's all you got.
10 after.
Yeah, that's all you got.
20 again. 20. And he was late.
But you started late, too.
No, he was late, so it's his fault.
All right.
All right, there we go.
All right, let's take a break. We'll be right back. We got Bogey sitting out there, and Jordan Christensen just walked in, too. We got a full house tonight, folks. We'll be right back here in a couple of minutes with Tony Bogenreef, Jeff Ralph. Thanks very much.
Safety net for your family, your home, and your business. Carlson Family Insurance Agency is your local auto owner's insurance provider. At Carlson Family Insurance, they work for their clients, not the companies. Customer service and satisfaction is their #1 goal. Give Carlson Family Insurance a call for all of your personal, farm, business, and crop insurance needs. 701-672-6002 or at cfiagency.com. Carlson Family Insurance, your auto owner's insurance agent.
Every morning, we start our day with a purpose. To care for each other. Beyond hospital or clinic walls. Helping people feel seen and heard. Because family, friends, and community mean everything to us.
This is who we are, and this is what we care about.
Hey there! So we have 30 seconds to tell you why you should be a member of FCCU.
First Community Credit Union is member-owned.
But aren't all financials member-owned?
Nope, they're not.
Many have stockholders that drive decisions.
As a credit union, we put our members first.
As a matter of fact,
that means all the money that we make
cha-ching
gets reinvested back to you, our member owners.
So come see why.
Life is better with community at First Community Credit Union.
Comdell Innovation is now hiring production technicians for a variety of shifts with opportunities to make $20 or more per hour. Work in a clean, climate-controlled facility. Second shift, 4 10-hour days, every weekend off, 3:30 p.m. to 2 a.m., and 4-crew rotation, straight days, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., or straight nights, 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. Apply in person or online at ComdellInnovation.com. Comdell Innovation of Wahpeton, an employee-owned company.
Every business begins with an idea. With dedication, hard work, and high-speed broadband, that idea can grow into something giant. The member organizations that form BAN are proud to support North Dakota businesses every step of the way, from the soil to the stadium. The Broadband Association of North Dakota, helping North Dakotans grow bright ideas into big business.
All right, welcome back, everybody, to the Giants Coaches Show, and it's presented to you by Red River Communications, internet with a human touch. Thanks for those of you watching on Red River Communications Cable Channel 28. I'm Joe. He's Brian.
Am I? There I am. Yeah.
You were. Okay, there you are.
All right. I asked Bogey if he had anywhere he needed to be. You know,
well, let's talk about that. I told him we'd give him a free plug.
He's got places that he has to be.
He's way
more important than anybody else. So.
And he does. So let's talk.
That's why I showed up early. I thought Ralph would maybe get done early.
You know better than that.
Tony Bogenreef here, the Cowgirls basketball head coach. And Bogey, talk about what's going on this weekend here and what you got to do.
Well,
we'll give you a free plug.
Yeah, Steak and Wine at St. Mary's is going on Saturday.
Yeah.
I've in the past few years I've been a part of the dishwashing crew, but now I first year helping out with the steaks and the grilling part. So they were cutting some steaks. I was over there, and I'll head back over there after.
Master chef.
I'm kind of just the watch and see what goes on right now and help out when I can. So.
Moving up now.
Yeah.
Next you'll be on fries.
Yeah.
You'll be on fries.
Right?
Yeah.
So when we have a Three Borders sports party, we'll have him cook for us.
We could.
Yeah.
We could. Yeah. He's like,
no.
He's like, move on.
Yeah, move on. Let's talk about basketball. But anyway, the Steak and Wine, Tom Harris sent me a text last night during the boys' game and said there are still some tickets available.
That I'm not sure, but it did sound like it.
Yeah,
yes.
Tom said that last night on the text message during the game last night. So if you're looking for a Steak and Wine ticket to the St. Mary's event this coming Saturday.
Yep.
There are some tickets available yet. So, all right, Tony Bogenreef, Cowgirls head basketball coach. Bogey, since last we talked, you've had a couple of games, and we're just going to talk about the last couple of them here. And one of them is against Pelican Rapids that you had last Thursday. You traveled to Pelican Rapids and come away with a 3-point victory. It was a pretty close game for you there.
It was, and every time you play them, it doesn't matter what the score is, whether it's in the 60s, it might be in the 50s, who knows? They slow it down. It could be in the 40s, but they have one of the best players in the area in Morgan Korf. And just trying to slow her down. We weren't able to really do that. And if you would have said that she would have had 34 points against us, I would have said that's not good. But we did a nice job on everybody else, and our girls moved the ball, and Jonica had 29 that night.
I was just going to say, Jonica pretty much answered her.
She did. It seemed like whenever she would go down and hit something, Jonica would come back. And so that was it was a big win for us. We swept them for the year, so that was even bigger for us.
Yeah, that was big, and it's even big in the HOL, and we'll talk about that in a little bit here too. But a nice win in Pelican Rapids. I know it's always tough to travel there in that nice gym that they have there too, but it was a nice win for the girls there in Pelican Rapids. Then last night, I took on another 6A foe, and that was in Park Christian. And I saw some highlights on TV last night on the sports, but it was a nice, almost 20-point victory for the Cowgirls last night.
Yeah, it was kind of an ugly first half for both teams, and we talked at halftime. I didn't think that we shot well. We missed a few bunnies and stuff, and the girls, we talked about it at halftime saying the shots are going to start falling, and they did, and our defensive pressure, I thought, got to them in the second half. We were able to switch it up. We went a little bit of zone in the half court even, which we don't typically do, but we were able to get good rotations on that, and I thought the girls did a good job of slowing them down, only allowing 23 second half points, and one of them was a 3 at the very end. So to hold them to that,
pretty good.
And I think we had 40 in the second half.
Yeah.
So
who were your leaders you said there in that one?
It was kind of pretty even. Parker had 15, Emily had 13, Jonica had 10, Sienna had 9, Mariah had 6, and then Ava had 4, Piper had 4, and Anna had 3. So
Pretty
it was
well
kind of spread out. Yeah,
that's pretty good. All right, and I don't mean to rush you along, but I know you got to get back over to cutting steaks. But you got a big HOL 6A contest, or no, they're not 6A,
No.
are they? They're 8AA. Another HOL contest and a tough team here coming. Frazie's coming to town.
Yeah, they have 2 losses on the year, and they were back-to-back to Perham and Holly. Otherwise, they have not lost, and they're just a team that, they're solid. They have a girl in Jaden Sonnenberg who averages like high 20s. I think it was 28 at one point in time in the conference. So, that's obviously part of the game plan. And then they have another senior in Bryn Larson who had 21 against us. So it's just trying to slow those 2 down. Then they have a Cornier who can sit out at the 3 and shoot it. They only had 4 girls score against us last time. So it's just kind of limiting those big 3 and making everybody else beat us.
What do they usually play in defense? They keep mixing it up just like
they'll
everybody
mix it
else?
up a little bit. They'll press us, but for the most part, it's man. Yeah.
Well, you're home after I didn't print that out, but you've been on the road a little bit here. The boys have been home, I think, 4 in a row.
Yeah.
And now it's your turn to come home and play a little bit again too.
It is. Yeah, we finally get to play at home. We've got Frazee, like you said, and then we come right back on Monday and have Sacred Heart.
That's right. Yeah.
A good 1A school. Been at the state tournament the last few years.
Yep.
So it would be 2 good tests right away here.
So you got, again, Frazee coming to town in the Heart of Lakes right now. They're bogey. You're sitting at 6-4 in the conference. Frazee's sitting at 10-2. So this would be a big win here if you could knock one off here in the top.
It is, and you look at the top, and I think Perham's at about the same. I think
yep,
they're
9-2.
Yeah, and then they won the other night. So, just trying to hang near the top, and for one thing, whether we have a chance at getting, be a part of the conference championship or just building QRF points more than anything in my mind.
Yep.
Just trying to give us a good spot for the playoffs is the big picture.
Yep, absolutely. And then Section 6A, Hillcrest Lutheran sitting at the top again. They're still at 12. My last look here, they were at 12-0. You guys are 6-1 in the section. So again, just trying to keep these QRF points up and then staying alive in the
because we have a few people, Park Christian being one of them, were right on our tail in Underwood, and we actually went over and watched Hillcrest. Went over to Hillcrest and watched Pelican play them, and Pelican made a nice run at the end of the game and were able to knock off Hillcrest. So that was a fun one to watch and just kind of see what they do against a team that we get to see, a common opponent. So
Hillcrest will have one loss then in the section.
Not in section, since Pelican is part of 8AA.
That's right. They're over in 8AA. Yep. I don't know why.
They're a team that's very close. They're actually at the cutoff was 203 for kids to go 1A, and they have 204. So they're right on that border.
Close, yeah. And then I was looking too, and just the last thing here, I'll get this out of the way. After Friday night, you got just 6 regular season games left.
I was just talking about that with somebody, how sometimes, and Coach Watson can probably attest to this too, it's like sometimes it's those dog days where it's like we got game and then practice and then another game, and you just feels like you're just preparing the whole time. But now, you start to see the light at the end of the season, and it's coming fast. I feel like we're playing really good basketball right now, so that's a good thing. But the end is coming, and just got to get everybody healthy. I mean, everybody's healthy right now, but keep them healthy and get ready
11
for
of the
March.
last 12 you've won? 10 of the last 11? What is it? Something like that?
I think 11-2 since our first 6 games or something like that.
There's a pretty good streak going there for you too. BW, got anything there for Bogey?
Yeah, we were just kind of talking about how the season is almost over.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I mean, we were saying how, well, we got this many games left or whatever at the beginning of the year, and now here we are almost into February, and before you know it, we're gonna be done. There are some teams in our region, they play their last region game. There's one that plays their last region game on the 10th of February, and then the rest of them, the majority of them, play it on the 14th. And the region tournament's not till the 23rd. So
they're over a week.
Yeah,
without anything.
Yeah,
you don't like that, do you?
No, and that's we ended up rescheduling our Turtle Mountain game so that we play on that Thursday, and then regions are on Monday. So it's a long time off.
Yeah, you want to try and keep a consistent schedule. Where you're playing.
Fresh,
I mean, you want a little bit of time, but not. That's a lot.
It's
a little bit of a rest period.
Do you like the way this for you? Like, we don't have to deal with it, but the way your QRF works.
I don't know how it works.
And no one knows how it works. But
if I knew how it works, I could give you a better answer. But it's so hard,
right?
Because we play a majority of 2A schools, where these other teams in our section play a lot of section games, which whatever. So I don't know exactly how that all works, but you do see it pay off, I think, in the end.
Yeah.
But it's hard to see that kind of throughout the year. You don't feel like you're getting what you maybe should. But
right. I was going to say, do you feel like it gives you a bad shake when you come seeding time in sections? Do you feel like you end up where you belong, or do you?
It kind of comes down to we still have Underwood on the schedule where they're another team that's right there. So we do kind of control our own destiny as far as that goes, and we played Hillcrest. So I don't know. I think it all ends up working out in the end, but it's hard to look at and try and if we win that game or if another team wins this game, are they going to jump so many points? And you just have no clue.
You just don't have enough.
Got to play who you play anyway.
I guess. You got to beat somebody.
You got to win the games in the end.
If you want to win the whole thing, you got to beat them all. So.
There you go. Bogey, we're going to let you go back cut steaks, but we're going to give you a free coffee over at Caribou Coffee.
Thank you very much.
Southern Valley Travel Center out here. Stop, see Emily, and get a favorite drink of your choice out there.
Thank you.
All right, Tony Bogenreef, head coach of the Breckenridge Cowgirls basketball squad. We got Jordan Christensen waiting out in the wings. He's the Cowboys head coach. We'll be right back.
Having the right insurance team will change the way you view insurance. Hi, this is Amanda from State Farm. My staff and I believe insurance is a tool that can help you plan for what can go wrong so you can focus and invest in what can go right.
Amanda and her team are dedicated to serving you and the community. They are local, committed, and a trusted insurance team. See why they've been voted Best Insurance Agency 7 years and counting.
Come see us. We'd love a chance to work with you too.
Smith Motors in Wahpeton, our goal is to find the vehicle that fits you, both in lifestyle and budget. Do more with the spacious GMC Acadia, the powerful, always dependable Chevy Silverado, or the rugged, hardworking GMC Sierra. Since 1960, Smith Motors has provided an excellent automotive experience featuring high-quality service and low-pressure sales. Chevrolet or GMC, the selection is great. And if we don't have it, we'll find it for you. Smith Motors, small-town friendly, big-town...
Getting you back to what you love. We are Optimum Rehab. For over a decade, Dr. Tony Eggeman has provided physical therapy services for the people of Wahpeton, Breckenridge, and surrounding communities. We're a small practice that sees our patients as individuals. Through hands-on techniques, our patients have their treatment plans tailored to their exact needs. Sprains, sore muscles, back pain, achy joints, rehab following surgery, you name it. Optimum Rehab is your answer. When you need exceptional physical therapy, you need Optimum Rehab.
All right, welcome back to the Giants Coaches Show, everybody, and it's also presented to you by Red River Communications, Internet with a Human Touch. I'm Joe, he's Brian. Did you have something to say before I introduce our next guest?
No, I'm just trying to keep everything on schedule.
You got everything working?
I do. I got fixed what I was trying to get fixed. Now that Jeff's gone, everything works. And that's just kind of the way that we roll down here. So
once Jeff Ralph is gone, things work again.
Exactly. It's like as soon as he leaves, the door shuts. Boom.
Jordan mentioned too. That if we've talked about Chad at all yet, but we wish Chad well.
Yeah, he took a beating.
He did.
Yeah. Well, we can talk.
We
about
might
it
have
later.
a surprise later.
Yeah, I'm working on
it.
So if you.
So anyway, Chad is in an arm sling right now. Shoulder's in a mess, but you can't see him on the green room camera right now. But we'll see him later. There he is. He's got his back to the camera.
He's still getting the job done over at the high school, though.
Yeah, he is. Driving bus, too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All right, Jordan Christensen joins us now, Cowboys head coach of the boys basketball squad. 13-3 Cowboys. Nice little run there, Coach. 11 in a row, but stumble here and a stumble there, but back on the winning track.
We went through a gauntlet for a little bit. That was our...
Well, that was going to be the first game I was going to talk to you about, was Pelican Rapids. And we knew that one was going to be a tight one coming in. And you had them at home. They're just a darn good basketball team. They're also 7-1 in the HOL along with you guys. And it was a 10-point loss for the Cowboys, but yet you guys played them well. And
I thought we did a few things well, but that really exposed that when we can't get out and run, it's hard for us to score in the half court, and it was good for us to learn that. I'm going to try to
rephrase that. When you can't play your game, when you can't get out and run, that's your game, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think.
Yes, it is.
So that's what
our kids want to play like that, and we want to play like that, but we have to be able to play multiple styles. And there's between them and Hillcrest, they kind of expose some things with their physicality, and we got to execute better in the half court, and we've worked on that quite a bit the last few practices, and our guys are starting to understand some things. Part of it was we gave them a lot of freedom in the half court and kind of had to take a little bit of that away and tell guys, okay, this is what you're good at. This is what you got to do. We need you to do this for us. And then some of it was getting on our bigs for, okay, you get it in the post, you're not in a hurry.
Yeah.
Let guys cut, figure out if the defense is double and play as almost a passer first, And that's something we're really trying to work with them on is they just want to go and go 1,000 miles an hour, and you can't, especially when teams are sending doubles. You got to check middle and play with a little bit of pace, and they were learning that the hard way a little bit.
You know, and I'm not. Go ahead.
It's something that we're going to get better at, and it's a good thing to have happen before playoffs.
I'm not laughing at you, Coach, but what I'm doing, I'm smiling because what you're describing is what I'm seeing, but you're explaining it a hell of a lot better than I can. And so I appreciate you doing that. And I just don't, I mean, I see it, exactly what you're talking about. And
that's like Levi will catch the ball and spin baseline, and we're working, okay, you got to check middle. And it was kind of hilarious because last night he did a great job a few times of checking middle. The one time he spins base, the kid steals it from him in the double team. And it's like, man, we worked on this.
When you take it down low, I think Chad and I even mentioned it.
Yeah, we're getting better in the half court. It's a work in progress, but we're still going to try and run and gun.
Well, another team, tough team in in 6A, their not Battle Lake, Hillcrest Lutheran Academy came to town on Saturday. You had a rare Saturday game and 67-58 loss again. Did you expect that out of Hillcrest? I mean, they're not too far off in the 6A standings. They're sitting at 9-2 overall.
I expected it out of Hillcrest. I thought they were very good. They're a tough team defensively.
They were.
We might have been tired, might just have not been ready to play. One of those things. We did not play our best. The kids will be the first to admit that as well. That's one we kind of tried to learn from a little bit, watch some film on, and then, okay, let's get ready for this week. But they're physical, and we didn't do a great job of stopping their two guards, number 11 and number 1. But we did learn a few things about ourselves come the second half. I think we were down 55-30 and ended up cutting it. And that was at about the 12-minute mark, I think, or somewhere in there. We were down by about 25, cut it to 9 or 8 a few times, and used a little bit of some press to get back into it. But just when we play hard defensively, we're really good. But I don't think we played super hard and focused defensively for that game.
And I almost said that on the air, and I didn't, but I think you just kind of mentioned it there. They did seem a little tired, maybe a little slower than usual.
I think we were a little bit tired. I mean, it was 7 games in 15 days is a good stretch of basketball, and it probably stinks that it was the most physical team we played in those 7 games.
With that run,
with that Hillcrest team. I mean, they got second in 9-man state football, and their center was quarterback. He's all of probably 230 and a big dude. So,
well, and luckily, I shouldn't say luckily, but last night you played a Battle Lake team. They're having a tough season, so you were able to rest a lot of your starters there. So hopefully that's going to give them a little bit of rest too. That
was great to get our guys out early and just see kind of us just do what we were supposed to in that game, like not let them hang around. We went and jumped them from the get-go. I think it was like 24-4 at one point.
Oh, it was huge,
Then the half ended 50-16 or something like that. But we tried a few things that we might use later on down the road. We face guarded their best shooter, and I think that's something we can use and have in our back pocket, and it's a good thing to see at this point in the year to see if we can pull it off and be fine with doing that and still be able to help with the other guys. So that was good, and then it was just kind of one of those ones where we took more open threes than we normally do and made them, but it's funny how when you're uncontested, it's a lot easier to shoot the ball.
Yeah.
We talked about that with our guys today. Like, when we get good looks, we're good shooters. When we take the bad ones, it's not the same story.
I'm going to ask you a question, and I don't know if it's something that should be asked off air or not, but it was kind of an interesting situation, I thought, and it actually reminded me of the football season when Carson Yagi would speak to me here, sitting in the chair, about how the boys would come to him with a certain play idea or a certain thing. Well, last night I noticed, and you can shush me if you want, but halftime you came out, and I think Battle Lake had the ball at halftime. They had the possession arrow. And all of a sudden you could see the 5 boys huddling, and then they start going like this. and they wanted this, and they all did that to you. I have no idea what it means.
So
you don't have to tell me what it means, but it was just kind of interesting.
I think everybody
and
that
I heard
plays
you
us
say
knows that's our zone.
I heard you say through the headphones, if that's what you guys want, go ahead.
Yep, and then
I thought that was pretty cool.
Well, I mean, we do it a few times out of timeouts and things, and out of the second half to take teams out of sets, and they like to run it because then it's like it blows up whatever they're running, and I mean they're smart kids. They know what's going on for the most part, and
I thought it was pretty cool.
I don't know if you heard the second part of the interaction. I looked at Charlie Krejci, who was normally face guard number 1. I said, if you lose him in the corner, we're not doing it ever again. And
I did not hear
They didn't.
that.
We get a steal out of it. Avery made a nice play, got a hand on the ball, and no, it's
If I'd ever suggested that to my coach, he'd just said, get over here and sit down right now.
I think it's when you get to a point with your team where you can look at them and say, okay, what do you want to do here?
Yeah.
I mean, it's up to them.
I mean, we
they
do
like
that.
to play it. They like to do it. So there's places for it.
Good for you.
There's places for it, and let's be honest, we got a lot of guys who are third-year players or second-year starters, and they kind of know how I think at this point, and they get like Cooper will come and ask for plays, and I think he deserves to be able to do that. He's got the ball in his hands a lot of the game, and
very much.
Those guys, you can do that when you have vets that have been there for 3 years.
Yep.
You can do that.
That's true. And by the way, sympathies and condolences to the Roberts family. By the way, condolences to all you guys. All right, well, let's see here. What do we got coming up? And basically five games at home in a row here. If you go back to counting the game at NDSCS. Yep. Now you got to travel, and you got to go to a Frazee school. So how are you looking at that?
We need to we say it a lot, we need to bring some juice tomorrow.
Okay.
Because sometimes you go to Frazee and there's not a lot of energy in the gym. And it can be one of those, they want to muck it up and make it ugly, and they try and hang around as long as they can. And then all of a sudden you're in a ball game with 8 minutes left. We need to have our guys really locked in, and we need to make the gym loud. Like basically is what we need to do with our talk and our focus, and I think we'll be ready to go. I think we had a good practice today. We had a couple kids almost tackle each other going for a rebound. We ended practice with a drill, and we were going in some transition stuff, and I said, all right, on this one we're going to play up and down until somebody gets an offensive rebound. And all of a sudden they start subbing each other out. Like, no, you're coming in because I know you can rebound. And it's just kind of cool to watch. And then two guys ended up, Connor Ernst and Carter Angolski ended up grabbing a rebound up high, and we had to separate them. Neither of them would let go of the ball by the end of it. So that was, I thought it was a good way to end practice. And I thought we were, after I got mad to start practice, I thought we were practiced pretty well.
All right, last thing I want to talk to you about is the Heart of Lakes part of it. And right now you're at the top, tied with Pelican Rapids at 7-1. And I know you're not looking at it, but you think about it. If it were to end today, you would get a share of the title. They don't do a tiebreaker, correct? Don't they just do shares? Like you'd be a co-champion?
Ooh, that's a good question.
I
think you're correct. It'll get a little iffy with, like, if it ended today, it would be a little iffy. Pelican might get it just because they beat us, because we're tied with them. But I'm not 100% sure.
I thought that's what happened with the girls once upon a time.
But I think it's when they split with teams too.
It happened to us when we were a four-way tie for EDC champs, and you know the only thing that matters when they did the tiebreakers, we still got ranked because in the EDC then where you finish is where you were seeded.
Right, that was your playoff
tournament.
seed.
So,
yeah.
But as far as the conference championship, we were just co-champions.
Co-champions.
And then we were seeded. We ended up being seeded fourth.
I thought that happened. Maybe I'm thinking of Margaret in the volleyball. Maybe they do it different in the volleyball. I think that's how Margaret got it one year, didn't she?
I could see that. I think we did in 2020, the COVID shortened season. I think we were co-champs.
Oh, maybe
with
that's
Perm.
what it was.
I think that happened.
Maybe I'm thinking back too far. So, okay. I'll let you go, Jordan. You got to go get some ice cream for the little guy. We didn't get it for him 2 weeks ago, so I suppose you better go get him.
Well,
we tried.
Yeah.
I went to McDonald's and got a McFlurry. We didn't get Dairy Queen. We didn't get Dairy Queen like he wanted, but we got the next best thing.
BW, got anything for Jordan?
No, I'm good.
All right. Good luck at Frazee on Friday.
Thursday.
Tomorrow, Thursday.
Girls host Frazee on
That's
Friday.
right. The girls are Friday, so that's right. All right. Well, good luck.
Thank
Safe
you.
travels. Stay warm on that trip. Jordan Christensen, head coach of the Cowboys basketball squad, and I think we got Ryan Brandt, the BW Storm wrestling coach, coming up next. Thanks, Jordan.
We know switching banks takes time. But what if we told you that at Bell Bank, we have a team that knows you by name?
Worth it.
Or real people that answer the phone within 22 seconds.
Worth it.
A bank that you can trust that will never hit you with sneaky fees?
It's so worth it.
Switch and see why Bell Bank is worth it. Bell Bank, member FDIC.
Minn Kota Ag Products has helped farmers with all their agricultural needs as the farming industry has expanded. They provide farmers with all their chemical, fertilizer, seed, grain, and elevator needs. They also offer deep band tillage, chemical application, and fertilizer application, just to name a few. Proud to be a partner in your operation since 1941. Download the MKAP Grower 360 app from your app store today to see current market prices, your tickets, and any essential information for your operation. Thanks for all your hard work.
At Interstate Engineering, we're more than engineers and surveyors. We're partners in building stronger communities. For 50 years, we've partnered with communities across the Great Plains region, from airports to water systems, transportation to recreation. Our team delivers innovative solutions with integrity, loyalty, and a passion for helping others. Interstate Engineering, improving life, one community at a time.
Since 1987, Red River Valley and Western Railroad has served North Dakota and Minnesota with over 500 miles of track. Red River Valley and Western handles shipping, freight car repair, storage options, and now transload services. With over 30 years of experience in the railroad industry, they know dependable service is what you strive for. Red River Valley and Western is proud to be a part of the community since 1987.
Did you cut that commercial off short?
I don't think I did.
Okay. Welcome back, everybody, to Giants Coaches Show. It's presented to you by Red River Communications, Internet with a Human Touch, and also Red River Valley Western Railroad. That maybe Brian didn't cut short.
I don't think I did.
Okay,
I thought
maybe not.
I mean, we'll see when I start back up again. But
I want to thank all of our sponsors, by the way, because without them, we wouldn't be able to bring you this free content, and we appreciate every one of our customers and our sponsors. And by the way, Gate City Bank did us a favor tonight, brought us some cookies.
got cookies again.
Yeah, so some cookies over there. So
Yeah,
for the coaches.
I'm trying to keep yards out of them though.
I know he's been over there twice.
Yeah, I know, but I got him under control this time.
All right. All right, we're joined now by head coach of the BW Storm Wrestling Squad, the boys side of things, and that is Ryan Brandt. Ryan, thanks for joining us.
Yes, thank you for having me again.
He's got some more cool swag on. Did you see that, BW? He's got more. Just look at the jacket.
Free samples as a head coach.
Well, I guess so. I mean,
where's your free samples?
I have some. I
Do
mean,
you?
I've got some. I don't.
Oh.
I mean, I wear 3-quarter
Well,
stuff
yeah.
when I'm here.
Yeah,
So
got to wear company.
yeah, I mean, we
paraphernalia.
got stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
it is what it is. Not as cool as his, but because he's got a different logo. He's got to
Yeah.
be different.
Yeah, they got to be different.
Yeah, it's
Gotta
all
be
right.
a little different.
It is. All right, Ryan Brandt, thanks for joining us again. And before we get started talking about tomorrow, I think you went over to Lisbon this past weekend, and you were over in Lisbon and had some wrestling tournament going on.
Yeah, we wrestled fairly well. I think we could have had probably 2 more kids place. We only had 3 guys place, but as a team-wise, we finished 11th out of 20 over there. Finished ahead of some teams that have beaten us in duels even this year. So that was really good to see. We had a lot of guys that wrestled really well. Just didn't end up on the right end of some things, But a lot of our kids are progressing in the right direction that we want them to see. Jordan Kappas is starting to be more aggressive out there. He's wrestling really well even in his losses, he's wrestling really good. He's going after his opponents. Tyler Birchall, same thing, He's doing a lot of really good things, but he's got to clean up a little bit of the other things that he does. If we do that, he has a really good chance at making the podium at the end of the year. But my 3 guys that placed were our big 3 up top. David Erlandson, Henry Slidell, Luke Anderson.
Sure.
Luke placed 5th this weekend. He was a 4 seed. Ended up wrestling the 1 seed in the semis. It was doing a fairly good job against him, and then just ended up getting caught on his back against him. And he was wrestling Owen Hunt, who's all of 285, very big kid, tall, and just knows how to use his body really well. And then he came back through the wrestlebacks, was able to get 5th. Wrestled a really good 5th and 6th place match. Kind of put himself in a, he was up 8 points, definitely really tired. And that's kind of been where he's struggled, is wrestling while he's tired.
Yeah.
But he was able to wrestle through and ended up getting a win there for us. At heavyweight, Henry placed 2nd at 215. Ended up wrestling Ivan Caruth from Edgeley, Colm. And last time they wrestled, Henry got pinned by him in 1:30. This time it was essentially a 4-0 match, and then Henry took a shot to try to score at the end of the match and ended up getting taken down. But it was pretty much 4-0 is what he lost to him. So made him wrestle all of 6 minutes this time. So just really battled him on his feet really well and got off bottom really well with him. And then David ended up taking 1st out there, wrestled a really good tournament, pinned 4 of his 5 opponents, and almost tech-falled the number 2 kid in Class B in the finals.
Wow.
Was 1 point away from tech-falling. He's just been wrestling really well on his feet the last couple of tournaments. And yeah, all of our guys are really making great strides here toward the end of the year.
Yeah, it's pretty good to hear, and it's got to be fun for you as a coach to see some of that improvement coming along. And I know, with the late football season that started for some of those, or that went for some of these guys, they had a later start, if you will. So it's good to see them coming on.
Yeah.
I'm sure it makes you feel good as a coach too.
Yeah.
All right, so let's take a look now. I think that's the only thing we had going on since the last time we met. I mean, the Lisbon tournament. I think you had a duel or something. Yeah. But anyway,
Lisbon was the main thing. Yeah.
Yep, but that was the main thing. All right, so now let's talk about tomorrow. I am confused because I look on one internet site and see one thing, and I look at another internet site and I see another thing. Then Trayton was kind enough to send me a poster today, and Hunter McCall's going to help me call the game, or the match tomorrow night. Okay, so
you gave him a mic. That's dangerous.
I know. I've heard that. It's bad enough we give his dad one, but now we got to give one to Hunter. So we've seen him on the football sidelines and seen him in action in the wrestling. But anyway, I digress. Hunter's going to help me call the match tomorrow. But then he sent me a text and said, Trayton and the girls wrestle at 5:30. Are we going to cover it? And to answer that question, if the girls do wrestle at 5:30 tomorrow, we will cover it on Three Border Sports.
Yeah, they have. So the schedule is kind of all.
Yeah, it's not on the internet, right?
No, there's a lot of.
So explain that to everybody, please.
Okay. So tomorrow we have Parents' Night, Senior Night. Initially, it was just supposed to be a duel with us in Fargo South, but Trayton was able to coordinate a duel for the girls, so the girls could wrestle on. Our one girl wrestler that's a senior could wrestle on Senior Night, and just our girls could wrestle on Parents' Night because they don't get, they go to a lot of tournaments around the area, but they don't get a lot of home stuff. So giving them the opportunity to wrestle in front of our fans is something that he was able to coordinate with Northern Cass. So our girls will wrestle at 5:30 against Northern Cass in a dual setting, trying to get them all matches if possible, and then after that we'll do JV at 6. It'll kind of just be a rolling schedule from that point. We'll do all of our parents' night stuff around like 6:45-ish, and then we'll wrestle south at 7 o'clock.
Okay. So I think what our plan is for Three Border Sports, again, we're doing this off just on the wing of things here. Like I said, Hunter was the first one. So then I text Trayton, and then Trayton says, yeah, here's the poster. And there's some sloppy joes or something going on.
Yeah, we also have that going on. That was also kind of impromptu, you know. That's kind of leftover, not leftover, because we made it for our youth tournament 2 weeks ago. And then our youth tournament had a blizzard that day, so we couldn't do our youth tournament. So then Joe Bolte, who is our board president, or not, our wrestling club president, had already pre-made 40 pounds of sloppy Joe meat and didn't know what to do with it. So I brought up, well, let's serve it at our next home duel, which would have been last Thursday.
Yep.
But then that one was too cold for West Fargo to come here. So then we were like, okay, so now we're going to push it back again. So yeah, she froze it all, and we're going to have a pretty big sloppy Joe. Like I said, we'll have 40 pounds of sloppy Joe mix. We'll have chips, I believe drinks as well. And I think it's all free will donation.
Okay.
It all goes back to our wrestling program, K through 12. So,
awesome.
Yeah.
That's an awesome deal. And they'll be serving that right at the...
4:30. They're going to serve it an hour before
starting at
wrestling
4:30.
Yep.
And they'll serve it in the commons area there at the end of the gym?
The location, I'm not 100% on.
But I'm sure you can sit down in the commons area there.
Yeah, they'll have tables out for people to
Chad,
sit
you going to
at.
have the tables out? You'll have the tables out.
AD question. I won't be there.
Oh, that's right. You're not there tomorrow night. That's right. Okay. All right.
I would say yes, though, Joe.
Okay. So what do we know? And so the boys are wrestling. Is it at Fargo or Fargo South?
Fargo South.
It is. Okay. So what do we know about Fargo South? What are you looking for?
You know,
I don't think they're very.
We've seen them wrestle twice.
They're right with you in the in the EDC standings.
Yeah. You know, they're right with us in the standings. We've seen them wrestle a couple teams in person. When we went to Cheyenne, they also wrestled Cheyenne, but we didn't wrestle them there. And then when we went up there before the Rotary, they wrestled Red River the same night we did, but we didn't wrestle them either that night. Okay. So we've seen them there, like wrestle other teams that we've wrestled as well. I think, you know, we should be able to go in there and take care of business, and that's kind of what we talked to our kids about tonight at the end of practice. One of our biggest flaws, I felt like, this year is we haven't really, in tournaments we've done really well at, you know, going out there and wrestling how we know how to. In duels, we haven't really gotten that part yet. We've kind of struggled with getting the momentum going and kind of getting that tone setter going. So, you know, we challenged some of our younger guys in like our lower weights tomorrow. You guys got to set the tone down low for us. Because like David and Henry are at the back end and Luke's at the back end of our lineup, and those guys are usually the tone setters. But we don't get to them till the end. So talking to like, you know, Watson and Xander and Knox, like you three are going to have to be our tone setters down low. You guys go out there, take care of business, get us bonus points right away, and it's going to make everything else easier. Our guys feed off of that. If we go out there and you guys don't take care of business, you know, the other team's going to think that they have a chance to beat us. And we want to take all that away from them right away. Give them no doubt that they can't beat us. So
I'm gonna ask Trayton the same question. Are you going to be able? It's just a duel, so there's just you guys in Fargo South. Are you going to be able to fill most of the weight classes as far as you know? Are you hoping to?
We have one kid who has a doctor's appointment tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock. If he gets cleared fully, because he's partially cleared right now, if he gets cleared fully to like live wrestle, he's going to be our 33-pounder tomorrow.
Okay.
That's going to essentially leave us with one open weight tomorrow. So, and that's something we haven't had pretty much all year.
Yeah, so that's going to be we'll have a full slate then on
Three
Three
Borders.
Borders.
Yeah, we should.
Well, we're looking forward to it. Like I said, we're looking forward to doing the girls too as well. A first for us, and I think this is our second or third time to do wrestling. Period. But yeah, we're looking forward to that.
Yeah, we're looking forward to have you guys there.
All right. Well, I got Hunter McCall to help me, so if I can keep him toned down, not too
he
many
might be
four-letter
bouncing
words.
around a little bit up there. He likes to do the splits when he was coaching. So.
Oh my.
You might want to buckle him down.
You might have to.
He's known for ripping his pants a time or two while he's coaching. So.
Yeah. He
Well, I
might
got something
go.
to talk to him about.
He might go Farley on it.
He might go Farley. There you go.
He might.
Yeah. You got anything else for Coach there before we let him go?
No. His wife's here now. So
Is she here?
Oh. We don't want to.
All
We
right.
don't want to keep her waiting.
All right, we don't want to keep her waiting, but she is scheduled for 8:15, so we're pretty close.
Okay, all right.
All right, so here we're going to give you a coffee.
Thank you
to
very
Caribou
much.
Coffee. Emily was happy to see you the last time you were out there, so make sure you stop again.
Yes, we'll do. Thank you very much.
All right, that's Ryan Brandt, head coach of the BW Storm Wrestling Squad. We'll have them on the air tomorrow night, but we're going to talk some more BW Storm Wrestling here in just a second, and that'll be Trayton Hout coming in to talk about the girls wrestling coming up next right here on Three Border Sports. We'll be right back.
Primary care mean to us? At Sanford Health, it means being there when and where you need it most. It means building a relationship, because when a provider really knows you, they can deliver the best care for every aspect of your health and your life. So what does primary care mean for you? It means understanding your health for today and for where you're headed next. It means a lifetime of care for a lifetime of you.
No matter what time of year, a farmer's relationship with Red River Grain Hefty Seed never changes. Red River Grain Hefty Seed works shoulder to shoulder with area farmers to attain the highest possible profit for you. Red River Grain Hefty Seed has been saving farmers money for years. For all your grain and agronomy needs, stop in or call the friendly staff at 643-3738 or visit them online at redrivergrain.com.
Give them the freedom to grow with the peace of mind of security and safety.
Let me do my thing. So get ready, get up, get ready, yeah.
America's Best checking for students from Bell Bank makes it easy to let them do their thing.
It's what it's all about.
Visit www.bell.bank/student-checking to learn more. Or stop into a branch near you to open an account today.
Let me do my thing.
Bell Bank, member FDIC.
Wahpeton Deli and Eatery, serving delicious deli staples paired with great service and friendly staff. They use the best ingredients and provide a great atmosphere. If you have an office party or an at-home celebration, Wahpeton Deli and Eatery can help with your next event. And now you can order online for in-store pickup. Check it out at wahpetondeliandeatery.com or call 642-3639.
No matter the time of year, there's never a bad time to get your ride sparkling at All Seasons Car Wash. Your ride deserves to shine all year round. We'll see you at All Seasons Car Wash.
We offer the greatest broadband that anyone can subscribe to. And that's because of the infrastructure that we have been able to build over the last decade. You know, we're talking 10 gigabit per customer. That's the network we're building. There's days I think about, what's the network going to be after I retire? Where it continues to evolve, and if it evolves as much as what it has in the last 73 years, we can't even dream what it's going to be in the future.
Lucky for us, life is full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose, a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Farmers, be ready this planting season by contacting Yield Advantage for all your seed and planting equipment needs. They carry high-quality products from Precision Planting, Intelligent Ag, Copperhead Ag, Outback Wraps, Wear Parts LLC, Midwest Seed Genetics, and more. Yield Advantage can help your planter from basic service parts to liquid fertilizer setups. All of the latest technology and often significantly less than buying a new planter. Be ready to hit the field by contacting Yield Advantage, 218-517-7878, or online at yield-advantage.com.
Do you experience pain, tingling, numbness, freezing, or burning in the hands and feet? Does your balance feel off? Tired of sleepless nights? You may suffer from neuropathy. Dr. Andrea may be able to help. Neuropathy is a serious disease where nerves begin to break down, leading to balance problems and other complications. Our program addresses the causes, not just the symptoms. See if you qualify for our neuropathy program at Hornstein Family Chiropractic. Schedule a consult with Dr. Andrea at Hornstein Family Chiropractic, 701-672-1300. Hornstein Family Chiropractic, where chiropractic care is a family affair.
The folks at Tyler Farm Supply understand that farming is hard work, and that's why they only offer durable and reliable short-line farm equipment that you can depend on. Whether you're a small-scale farmer or manage a large operation, they have the tools that you need to get the job done quickly and efficiently. Plus, with their competitive pricing and financing options, Tyler Farm Supply makes it easy for you to get the equipment you need without breaking the bank. Give them a call today, 701-642-8827.
All right, welcome back to the Giants Coaches Show, everybody, and it's also brought to you in part by Red River Communications, internet with a human touch. And
Are you throwing papers on the floor over there?
Yeah, kind of.
I mean, come on.
That's
kid.
my file cabinet back
Come
there.
on, kid.
Did you see that?
It's all right.
Well, I can't see it on the monitor.
Well,
can you see it on the monitor?
I can see
No.
it though. That's the issue, and I can see it on the monitor too.
No,
I can. It's behind the bucket.
Oh, a little bit. You can see it.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
see, now people wouldn't have noticed that.
Now everybody's looking.
Everybody's looking
Yeah,
at it.
don't throw papers on the floor. Like, there's a place for you to put them where no one can see them.
Trayton Hout's here.
Yep, we're on me.
All right, Trayton Hout's here. PW Storm girls wrestling coach. And Trayton, thanks for joining us again tonight.
Yep.
Appreciate you coming back. Yep. You took some girls over to Lisbon too, I think, didn't you?
No, we didn't actually. Because
I thought you did. Where did I see Aubrey did so well?
That was last weekend.
Okay, let's talk about that then.
Yeah.
It was in Fargo.
Yep.
All right.
Well, you're supposed to go to Lisbon.
I had it on my notes here for Lisbon, so I'm sorry. All right, let's talk about Fargo then.
Yeah. Well, that's what is it there? West Fargo Winter Slam. So
Okay.
the West Fargo United School that's all co-op. So
All right.
West Fargo, Cheyenne,
Horace, all those.
Yep,
All right, they're all one.
They host one. The girls like to go to that because you win that, you get a belt.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. Because their coach is one of the Army recruiters up there, so
Yeah.
he gets the Army to give them donations and all that, and
That's cool.
That's how he recruits all the girls too.
Well, sure you do.
Mhm.
Absolutely. So
You're-
good move on his part.
And there's some strong girls too, because that's Aubrey. She wrestled for the first place match against their girl there at 155 and beat her, but she's a horse. I mean,
Yeah.
it's all muscle.
Wow.
Those girls that he recruits, they're all muscle. So.
Wow. And so Aubrey won first place.
Yep,
at
she
that
won first place,
So
yep.
congratulations to you, Aubrey. So good for her. How did everybody else do? We had some.
Yep, we took 5 girls up there, all
Yep.
strictly just varsity there. So
Okay.
we had 2 place. The only other one that was Avalon Wold. She placed
Okay.
4th at 106.
All right.
Claire Lathrop, she kind of tweaked her knee. She's been dealing with a little injury there, just
Ouch.
kind of lingering, and couldn't quite push past it, and just
it was not a good situation for her.
Nope. So we're kind of taking it easy with her this week, and she should be good to go tomorrow, and maybe might sit this weekend. She doesn't know yet. Just don't want to injure things before EDC coming up. So
No, you don't want to do that. That's not too far away. All right, so tomorrow night now you're going to wrestle Northern Cass, correct?
Yep, Northern Cass.
All right, so that was one that's not on the schedule, folks. So if you're looking at the websites, it's not out there, right?
Nope, no, this got scheduled towards the end of December with them.
Okay.
Because it was, I came to them because they came to us last year asking if we would go there, so I figured they would do the same this year.
Okay.
You know, get nice to the other coaches, they'll be nice back to you. So
Yeah.
they were nice enough to come down here for us. So
That's a good deal.
got that scheduled, and
That's
that way
good.
the girls
So
could
it's a
wrestle on
basically
Paris
home and
night.
home thing there for everybody. That's good. All right, so it's kind of a put together thing that you don't see on the internet. How many girls do you think are going to wrestle tomorrow night? You're just doing the varsity only?
Well, yeah, it'll be varsity and then JV afterwards, or exhibition, whichever you want to call it.
Oh, okay,
But
okay.
yeah, all my girls will be wrestling on varsity.
So all the girls that we got on the roster, they're going to be wrestling in some way, shape,
Yep,
except
unless they're injured.
any injuries.
Yeah, we got one injury,
Yeah.
Gabby Hendrickson. She broke her
Okay.
finger, and
ouch.
So she's kind of laid up for the rest
She
of
broke
the
it
year.
wrestling?
Yeah,
Oh,
wrestling in
gosh.
practice.
In practice, yep. Oh,
yeah, she
man.
didn't say anything till the end of practice. She just walks over and bends her fingers. She says, "Is this normal?" And we both kind of said no.
No. Oh man. How's Claire Lathrop's knee then? Is she all right then?
Yeah, she practiced a little bit today and church night, so she had to leave early. But
okay, so she'll be fine.
Yep, she's just managing it. And
so that starts at 5:30 tomorrow.
Yep.
Okay,
5:30.
so you'll have a roster of young ladies out there that are going to do wrestling. We're going to have it on Three Border Sports here for you folks, and we'll broadcast our very first BW Storm girls wrestling match. That's going to be fun. Will there be points kept, and is it going to be considered just a...
It'll be a full duel.
It'll be, okay, a full duel. All right, and then like you said, afterwards there might be some JVs or some exhibition matches after that.
Yep, because they got a lot of young girls at weights where their good girls are, so they've got a lot of backups, so we'll probably line up some exhibition matches afterwards just to get them their matches. And
some of your girls might wrestle twice?
Yep.
So some of them might wrestle twice.
Twice, maybe even a third time.
But first will be the duels. I'm just trying to get this in my head because I'm going to try and call the game tomorrow or the match tomorrow with Hunter. He'll probably understand all that. But
he should.
Yeah,
he's not bouncing off the walls.
Or splitting his pants. So. Yeah. All right, so we're looking forward to that. And then also, as we just mentioned with Ryan Brandt here, there's going to be some barbecues and Sloppy Joes that are available for free will donation.
4:30.
And the money goes back to you guys, correct?
Yep,
to the
back
club.
to the Booster Club. Yep, free will donation.
That's awesome. I like me some Sloppy Joes. What do you got after that, Coach? Saturday you're in Castleton, is that right?
Yep, that's the big girls tournament of kind of North Dakota. Bell of the Brawl is what it's called.
That's what it's called, yeah.
Yep, and it's just about as hard as state because it brought all the good teams from North Dakota come here, and then a lot of the heavy hitters from Minnesota that are right on the border.
Oh, wow.
Bring their girls over.
So do some of the AA schools come down to it, or is it mostly just, well, I shouldn't say that, it'd be EDC too, because that's what there are.
Yep,
there is not two divisions in
not till
girls
next year.
wrestling, yeah, that's right.
Next year, it was just last week they passed that, so we'll be split next year.
Okay. So you'll be in the lower division, I would assume?
Nope.
You'll still be up in the upper division, huh?
Yep, we'll be mirroring the boys for the first year.
Wow. You happy with that?
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Oh, okay. Let's go, huh?
Yeah.
All right. All right, B-Dub, you got anything there for Coach?
Did we talk about how many schools have girls wrestling?
I don't know if we've ever, I don't know if you
talked about that.
How many?
Like they're going to split into two, but like what does that leave on the top half? What does that leave in the bottom? Do you have that?
There's only 6 in EDC.
There's only 6 in EDC.
Yep, there's only 6 because I know Grand Forks is co-opt right now.
Yep.
And then you have West Fargo's all co-op.
Okay.
So your West Fargo, Cheyenne, and Horace are all one. And then the other half of Fargo is all together on the other side.
Correct.
And I talked to one of their coaches, and they said, nope, they're not splitting their co-ops up yet.
So. Interesting.
And then they said Central Cass, Devil's Lake, and then BW.
Yep.
Are the other?
And is Bismarck the same way? Are they all co-op too in Bismarck?
Nope. They got pressured to split.
So they're all separate in Bismarck.
Yep. I think the St. Mary's schools with one of the other ones, but everything else is all separated because I think their second year they had over 60 girls.
Oh wow!
Across the whole thing, and
wow,
is Minot separate too, or is that just one?
No, they're all together.
They're all together.
Yep.
Yeah. Interesting.
Mm-hmm. And then like a lot of your Class B schools, they're all their own individuals where they normally are. Yep. There's no like big Class B co-ops like that.
There isn't, huh?
Nope.
That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
You would think that just for sheer numbers.
Yep.
There would be.
Yep. Nope. None of them made those co-ops like the Fargos, Grand Forks, or Minots, and Bismarcks.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, per basketball, I mean, there's a lot of Class Bs that are big, like 3 towns, just to make a basketball team.
Yeah.
Yeah, none of them made new co-ops, so
interesting.
But a lot of them, they're filling good solid lineups. So
it's growing.
It is growing. It's growing fast.
Yeah. It just happens to be in the wrong season.
They're in basketball season. They're in girls basketball season. Yeah, for you.
Yeah.
All right, Trayton, we got a coffee for you out here at the truck stop here at the Southern Valley Travel Center. Stop out there and see Emily, and we'll see you tomorrow night.
Yep.
I'm looking forward to seeing some girls wrestling over at Breckenridge High School tomorrow night. It'll be on Three Border Sports, everybody. All right, Trayton, thank you very much.
Yep, thank you.
All right, we got Grace Brandt sitting out here. She's G-Dub, where did I come with that? BW Storm Gymnastics coming up. That's where I got it. The gymnastics is G, right? Okay, let's take a break. We'll be right back.
Challenging conditions arise. We don't back down. We up our game. We outpace the competition. Keep you ahead of adversity. We keep you equipped and bring you solutions that hit close to home. Channel leads the field so you can rise above. See how at channel.com/rise.
Make OSPTI your choice for outpatient rehabilitation and sports injuries with locations in Fergus Falls, Breckenridge, and Hankinson. Orthopedic and sports physical therapy is the right choice for your recovery. Live your best life. Trust the experts at OSPTI.
Fast turnaround, cute designs, and so many options. It's totally made for you. Comfy Vibes Co. Fast, trendy, custom, yours. Check us out at comfyvibesco.com.
For 75 years, Corner Drug has been your trusted Health Mart pharmacy in Wapaton. As the prescription specialist, we're dedicated to your health. We provide immunizations to keep you safe, along with health pack compliance packaging for easy medication management. Plus, our medication synchronization ensures all your prescriptions are ready when you need them. Experience personalized care and expertise at Corner Drug, where your health is our priority.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Giants Coaches Show, and it's presented to you by Red River Communications, Internet with a Human Touch, and I'm Joe Schreiner. He is Brian Watson. And,
Is there nothing that she does not know?
I'm just amazed.
I mean,
she's going to make me look smart tomorrow.
She probably will. But
Chad, stop, Chad.
She sits down and she starts talking about all this wrestling stuff.
I just asked her, I said, do you know much about girls wrestling? And she just goes off, and it's like, oh.
I'm afraid.
I never thought of that.
Yeah. You're going to ask her what time it is, she'll tell you how to build a watch. That's how much knowledge she has. That's what I think.
And you know what else we learned about her tonight?
What's that?
Her maiden name.
She's a G-Dub.
Her maiden name, and people would call her G-Dub.
Yep.
And you're B-Dub.
I am.
And so we got a G-Dub.
No
and a
relation.
B-Dub. No.
Nope.
But that was her maiden name.
Correct.
Yeah, no. No. Yeah, you're a little off from there.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was kind of funny. Started out with a WA.
A little bit.
The last name.
A little bit. You were confused, but that's okay.
What do you mean I was confused?
You
Where
were.
was I confused?
That's not hard to do.
Okay.
It's not hard.
No, it's not.
No, moving right along.
All right, here we go.
Because Coach Wertzman was probably watching. He's like, I better
know.
get in my car
He says,
now.
I got to get in my car and go down.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, so we're now joined by Grace Brandt, and Grace is the BW Storm Gymnastics coach. And I think since the last time we met, you traveled to Jamestown.
We did.
And you went to Jamestown, and then I think I saw a 6th place finish there. So you're smiling, so you must be happy with that.
Yeah, it was great. There were 8 teams at the meet, and all 8 of the teams that are there are teams that are like solidly looking at being qualified for state team day for gymnastics. So at state we have team day on Friday and then individual day on Saturday. And with the number of teams in the state right now, we have 10. To be able to finish 6th overall at a meet that has these other 7 teams that we would see at state on team day, potentially. Placing 6th was a really good read for this time of the season. We were able to add a couple of upgraded skills across a number of events with a number of different gals at the meet.
Yeah.
Really kind of getting our feet wet with what could a simulated state meet look like? What could some of our numbers and scores look like? I feel like we're at a really good spot at this point in the season. We've even upgraded a couple more skills this week that we're excited to be able to showcase on Friday at our home meet. So we don't want to plateau too soon, and I feel like we're really starting to hit our mid-season stride.
And I was going to ask you, and I think you talked about it before, about how you like to work in the girls a little bit more and a little bit more as you get closer to that EDC/state meet. And are you seeing that? Did you see that out in Jamestown?
We saw it a little bit out in Jamestown, and then we were able to get some scores from some East judges who, it was a very similar judging panel to what I anticipate us seeing at state across a number of events. And maybe different from a sport like basketball or hockey or even wrestling, where there's lots of rules, but the rules are maybe more limited, and the players are more so in charge of the score than a judge taking deductions. The judging gets a little bit harder as you move into the season. Judges are going to be a little lenient the first couple of weeks as everyone's getting into the season, especially with some of the younger girls, kids maybe coming off of a JV roster. But by the time we get to that second, third week of January, the judging is very honest, is what I was telling the girls at Jamestown. It might feel ruthless, it might feel, it might sting seeing some of these scores, but ultimately, this is the type of judging we're going to see at state. And right now, it's making us better so that in 6 weeks, when we're there on the state stage ready to compete, we've grown from that point.
Okay. So the psychology part of it is a challenge sometimes too, in being able to keep them in the game, so to speak.
For sure. One of the coaching strategies that I have found to be really helpful and productive with the girls is when we're at practice, we want to practice like we're a judge. You kind of have to wear that judge hat, if you will, and think, if a judge is watching this skill, either a skill I'm performing or a teammate's performing or whoever, where might they take deductions? And then going and replicating that skill and thinking, what does my body feel like right now? These are the deductions my coach is telling me are going to be taken or a teammate's telling me are going to be taken. How do I correct what my body feels like so that those deductions are avoided or minimized?
Wow. Yeah, it's just it's a constant learning experience here. It's like you said, you've had a young squad and you've had to try and get them up to that next level all the time. So a good job to you, Coach. All right, let's talk about some of the results here from Jamestown here that you've got there.
Yeah, it was really exciting. We had Justice Christian on both beam and vault at Jamestown, and we're working on kind of still rehabbing a shoulder injury. So we're just being a little selective about events that she's competing on and what scores are we looking to plug into the state spreadsheet. In order to be qualified for the individual day, you need at least 3 scores from the season on the spreadsheet. And coaches are told to put your top 3 scores in. But given kind of the way our season has fallen this year and with some weather cancellations, we haven't had as many scoring opportunities as some other schools out on the western side of the state. And so we're really trying to get 3 scores on her spreadsheet across the board so she can get qualified for individual day. But she tied for 8th place on vault, which was really exciting. And then we saw an 8th place for beam for Elise as well. So they had their pictures with their 8th place ribbons at the end of the meet.
Awesome.
But I think it was really reassuring for those girls to see that their hard work is paying off, that they're placing, right there with some of these other schools in the West that have bigger, more mature programs. Justice and Elisa are the 2 upperclassmen that I have this season. They're our team captains, but it's also a really good role model to be able to set for our upperclassmen that you can go to these large meets with a young team and still be competitive, that your time and dedication in and out of season will pay off. It might not be your first year, and that's perfectly okay. I feel like that's just realistic. But you continue to grow the longer you're in the program.
Yeah, and your youngsters are working hard too. I saw some results there too, and they're working hard.
Yeah,
too.
It's been really exciting. I keep a spreadsheet and do a lot of data tracking throughout the season of skills that we're working on, skills we've achieved upgrades on, personal records across the board in different events and all arounds. And it's exciting to see some of those point growths happening during the season. I try not to push the points too much during the week. I don't want to be, a point counter, if you will. But I do think it's important that these girls understand the nature of the sport. I can't change the deductions. I can't change the judging style.
Yeah.
We kind of have to meet the rule book where it's at. But there's a lot of things we can do to make sure they're as prepared as possible.
Yep. I'm sure it's, just you saying what you're saying there, just keeping track of the different techniques and things that they're learning here has got to be, you're a busy young lady.
Absolutely, all the time.
Anyway, coming up this Friday, you got a home meet.
We do. It's our parent night and our senior night on Friday. So we'll recognize Justice Christian as our graduating senior. And then we'll recognize the families that have supported the program so far this season and finally be able to get our full team plus their families behind them out on the floor. Cool. I think that's going to be a really fun opportunity, not only for the girls, but for our community, seeing how much this program has grown. We have a really strong number, like our roster for our competitive program through Three Rivers Gymnastics, our club program, has grown by leaps and bounds over the last 3
awesome.
years. So to see
for you.
a lot of these girls coming in the next couple of years, for them to kind of see what the high school team looks like now, it's a really fun place to be after
Good
4
deal.
years.
What time does that start?
We start at 5 o'clock at Three Rivers Gymnastics.
5 o'clock. And who's all going to be there? What other teams? Just Fargo or?
It's actually Wahpeton and Dickinson, which is going to be really exciting because Dickinson has been our farthest drive for the last 4 years. And we've made the trek, I feel, across the state to Fro to Timbuktu and back.
Yeah.
We did the math the other day. It was one of my bonus questions in world history. How many miles has Mrs. Brandt driven this gymnastics season? And it's over 2,900 miles so far this season.
This year?
This season, just since December 3rd when we started.
And you got a trip to Minot coming up and
We still
another
have
one to
Minot
Fargo.
and State is out in Dickinson, so we got to go there and back again. But Dickinson is coming. They're going to make the trek and compete at our home meet. So it's going to be a duel between the two schools. But they're a really competitive program, and they're also a young program. But I think it's going to be a really great opportunity for my girls to see, maybe in a bit of a smaller setting, how successful you can be on the younger end of a roster when you're putting in the time and effort, when you're attending camp, when you're doing out-of-season training, when you're weightlifting. Gymnastics is really one of the truest full-body sports, I feel, outside of things maybe like wrestling and swimming. And you can't really neglect any part of that and expect to come into a season after taking maybe an 8-month break.
Right.
You know, you can't just come
Can't do
in
that.
and pick up where you left off.
Yeah, it's. I am going to ask you one dumb question here, and forgive me, but if you want to go to the home meet and you've never been to a gymnastics meet before, is there admission charges for people?
There is. The school runs the admission charge just like
Okay.
they would at a basketball game
Okay.
or a volleyball game or a football game. It's, I believe, the same gate admission,
Whatever it
5
is,
for
yeah.
kids, 10 for
It's
adults.
nothing, folks. It's nothing.
It's really not. We have concessions on site as well. So if
Okay.
you want to grab a snack or some popcorn or pizza, we will have concessions available. There's
5
bleacher
o'clock.
seating. Yep, 5 o'clock at Three Rivers Gymnastics. And it's really entertaining. If you've never watched gymnastics before, you don't have to know the point scoring system. You don't need to know the rules of judging. There's just something really fun and entertaining about watching a girl flip over a vault table or do a back handspring on beam. You don't even need to know the name of the skill.
No.
You just look at it and say, wow, I could never do that, but it's really cool that these girls can.
And how many of us sit at home and watch the gymnastics and Simone Biles and all the rest of them and just like, wow.
Statistically, during the Summer Olympics, women's gymnastics has the highest international viewing rate of any sport taking place.
Wow.
So to know that the international community tunes in and watches women's gymnastics, like, I know women's sports get a lot of gripe and grief, but people are entertained by it. Again, you don't have to know it. I'm not saying we're going to have, 15 Simone Biles out there, but they're entertaining and they're fun to watch,
Yeah.
and they do some pretty cool stuff.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I got a girls' game to do over in Breckenridge on Friday night, but I might swing by there before.
I think at one point we're gonna be able to do one. I know we keep saying
gotta
that,
do
but,
it.
But how many different events are happening at once? Because I know they happen at the same time, but what's the max that happen at the same time where you have girls on whatever?
Yeah, if it's a full meet, like when we were at Jamestown, all 4 events will be happening at the same
So there's
time, and it's
4.
a school per event. So like your school rotates, as a group. On Friday, we're just gonna have 2 events going at the same time because we only have 2 schools.
Yep.
So we'll probably start on vault and bars, and then we'll just swap events, and then we'll shift to beam and floor, and then we'll swap events and be done for the evening. At larger meets, it would be all 4 events happening simultaneously, and then if you have more than 4 teams or schools there, you have a bye. So you might compete floor and then take a 15-minute break and then head over to vault. But when we host EDC on February 20th, it's just going to be a duel between us and Fargo. So 2 events would be happening.
And how long does a meet take?
When we have a duel, we'll start at 5, and I had everyone out, awards handed out by 6:35.
Oh wow!
It can be quick. Yep, a vault. Vaults really only take about 30 seconds per girl. So vault and bars are quick. You have up to 90 seconds on
I
beam.
suppose the floor X is the biggest.
And floor is maximum 90 seconds. So that's why we kind of try to pair bars and vault together. They're about the same length of time.
Sure.
And then beam and floor pair up nicely from a
Interesting.
timing perspective.
Did you hear I said floor X? I didn't say floor
Just
X.
stop. Don't even try.
That's very professional. Floor exercise. He's got the lingo down.
Him and he just He
Thank
hears
you.
things and then
You're
he likes to
welcome.
repeat them, like fast water, stuff. He's just
Come on, just leave me
come
alone.
on. I'm
All
not
right.
even. I'm not buying.
Let me
I'm
bask
not even.
in the glory.
You can live in your own world.
All
but
right.
I'm not.
We're going to give
buying
you a
that.
free coffee over to the
Thank
Southern
you.
Valley Travel Center, Caribou Coffee out there. Stop and see Emily and the crew and get a free coffee or drink of your choice out there.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
All right, Grace Brandt, again, good luck with your upcoming tournament, or
Thank you.
home meet, I should say. And I might have to pop by there.
Yeah, I turned my mic off again. You pop by there.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, you got practice. All right, let's go to break. All right, we got, who's that? Adam Wertzema's out here. So Adam's in the house. He was watching at home, so he's here on time. And Grace, again, head coach of the BW Storm Gymnastics. We'll be right back with Adam Wertzema, head coach of the BW Blades. Coming up next.
Insurance is an important safety net for your family, your home, and your business. Carlson Family Insurance Agency is your local auto owner's insurance provider. At Carlson Family Insurance, they work for their clients, not the companies. Customer service and satisfaction is their #1 goal. Give Carlson Family Insurance a call for all of your personal, farm, business, and crop insurance needs. 701-672-6002 or at cfiagency.com. Carlson Family Insurance, your auto owner's insurance agent.
Every morning, we start our day with a purpose: to care for each other, beyond hospital or clinic walls, helping people feel seen and heard. Because family, friends, and community mean everything to us.
This is who we are, and this is what we care about.
Hey there! So we have 30 seconds to tell you why you should be a member of FCCU.
First Community Credit Union is member-owned.
But aren't all financials member-owned?
Nope, they're not.
Many have stockholders that drive decisions.
As a credit union, we put our members first.
As a matter of fact,
That means all the money that we make
cha-ching.
gets reinvested back to you, our member owners.
So come see why.
Life is better with community at First Community Credit Union.
Comdell Innovation.
I thought you told me you were ready.
I am ready.
You're still talking to him.
Well, I'm just asking him how far we're going to go back, and because I don't think he was here at our last coaches show, so.
I'm trying to keep things on time, and
Well, let me
and
do
you-
my
and you-
introduction then.
And you weren't ready.
Here we are at the Giants Coach Show, presented to you by Red River Communications, Internet with a Human Touch. We like each other. We're business partners, but we just go back and forth like that.
Somebody's got to keep you in line. I mean, that's what me and Chad try and do.
Oh, Chad went to the restroom,
Yeah,
so
he's out. Yeah,
he's not helping you right now.
I know.
Adam Wertzema is here, BW Blades hockey coach, and Coach, thanks for coming in.
Brian, Joe, it's good to be back. It was nice to see for the first time in the green room tonight. It's a little bit of hockey on.
A little bit of hockey on there. Yeah,
Yards
got
is
that on.
doing his job.
Yep. He had basketball on earlier, but now
Look
I see
at him
he's
over
got-
there.
Look at there, Yards. You're on there.
Doing his job.
Doing his job.
Cavaliers were beating the Lakers too much, so I shut it off.
Hey, we don't want the Lakers on anyway. Come on now.
That's true. Hey, buddy, how about them Blades?
Yeah, we're on a roll here.
Yeah, I think that's what you said there before we came on the air. I think that's what you said the last time you were here, and you said, well, we're going to get on a roll. And you traveled to Park Rapids, but then as a makeup game, I think Park Rapids came here or something. One of them was
Yeah,
a
I
makeup,
think
right?
the Tuesday game we went there was a makeup game from
Okay.
December. So
then you come back and you beat them after that on Thursday here, 10-2. Hammered them.
Well, that Tuesday game, I mean, if you were there, we peppered the net and we were all over them the whole game. It's just like we couldn't score.
Couldn't
you know?
find
So it was a
the-
frustrating game after that. But then when we came back here, we found our scoring touch, and then we filled the net and scored
10-2.
10.
That was impressive. I saw that score and I just like, wow, good for you guys. And then on Monday the 19th, it was Kitson Central, and you come away with another win.
Yeah, it was kind of weird playing on that Monday afternoon. You know,
Yeah.
we were supposed to play Saturday, but the weather came through again on us.
Oh, that's right. That was Martin Luther King Day.
Yeah, so
the
we
holiday.
played that day, and that was it felt like we should be practicing, but we were, there's no JV game before that one, so the rink was kind of quiet right up till puck
Oh,
drop.
sure.
So it was a different atmosphere, but no, it was
Sure.
good, and we were able to play and play well and get the win there too.
Yeah, another nice win for the Blades. So you're coming back, and you got 2 in a row now. And then on the 22nd, that's when we had some cold weather. I think was the cold weather postponement.
Yep. Yeah, Prairie Center was postponed on that Thursday.
What did I say? I think I said Park Rapids, didn't I? I meant Prairie Center. I saw the P there. Prairie Center was a postponement due to the cold. Have they made a makeup date for that one yet?
That is going to be this coming Monday.
You're
February
back on
2nd.
a Monday again, huh?
Yep, so that'll be interesting coming out of the weekend.
Okay, it's not on my schedule yet anyway, but it'll be back there.
No, so we'll have 4 games next week. It'll be a busy week.
Man, 4 games.
Yeah.
All right, so let's talk about the last one now that you had Tuesday. You had Mayville, Portland, and you had to make that trip up there last night.
Yeah, it's always, if you've ever been to that rink, they try to freeze you out up there. It's extremely cold. I think you go for warm-ups and you might get colder. You don't get warmed up. So that's a different environment to play in, but we were able to score early.
Even for the players, it's cold, huh?
Yeah, it can be.
Yeah.
And especially they're moving a lot faster, so you got the wind factor kind of too when it's cold in there. But they when they open the ZAM doors, it goes straight to outside. You can feel the wind coming in.
So Mayville, Portland is a North Dakota school, and of course you're playing Minnesota hockey. Was there any difference? Was there something that's different about it, or just again a nice 5-2 win? By the way.
No, it's about the same, and they're kind of a program that's like ours in a way. It's a smaller one.
I think you play them every year, don't you?
Yep, and they we've had good games with them. Last year they beat us twice, so this year is nice to get that win against them.
Yeah.
Like I said, getting off to quick starts has been something we've been doing. We've been coming out of the first period with leads.
Yeah.
And to back up to it, the last Saturday we had a huge win, first ever win against Grafton Park River. Which that was a good one.
Yeah.
But no, I think we've put a line together of Grayson Castee, Easton Nepple, and Jackson Lopez, and those 3 have really been lighting the lamp.
And your netminder is still Cale?
Yep, Cale Gilbertson. Yep, and he's been really strong.
I was going to say, with these scores, you're 10-2, so we only let 2 by, 1 by on the Kitson Central game, and only 2 on the Mayport game. So he's doing his job behind the net, in front of the net.
And we're scoring 3 or more every game. Besides that one Park Rapids game. So you can tell when we get things going offensively, we can defend, and we can keep them under 2 or 3. We can have a lot of success.
And that's huge, and it's got to be a confidence builder for the boys too, I bet.
Yeah, it does feel different at practice and in the locker room now. You feel like you're doing something right, and that's kind of something we talked about 2 weeks ago, right? The confidence just wasn't quite there yet. And once that comes, things just come easier to you, and you start having a little more fun. So we're feeling that right now, but we got a huge game tomorrow night against Little Falls, which is going to be a section opponent.
I was going to say, let's talk about Little Falls. Little Falls is a section opponent. Right now, they're down below you in the section of rankings, right?
Well, yeah. Well, I would say right now they're probably above us. I mean, the coaches vote at the end of the year, so we kind of watch the scores. But they've kind of had a tough season overall. But
the record-wise,
yeah, the record,
yeah. Okay.
But they in the section, I think they would be above us at this moment. But if we can take care of business down there, that'll really help us get into that 6 or 5 range. They have a very good goaltender. And they did graduate a lot of their scoring last year. So from a skater standpoint, they're kind of in a little bit of a rebuild, but they got great goaltending. And anytime you have good goaltending, you got a shot. So
yeah, you travel to Little Falls.
Yep.
And then you're back home on Friday again with, like you said, Thursday, Friday, back here against Bagley Foston.
Yep. And then we'll have Detroit Lakes in the JV game before. So we'll have a nice little evening of games here coming Friday before we take off to the weekend.
And I know you talked about the section now, Sartell dropping down this year, correct?
Yep.
And right now they haven't got any section games in. They've got a 15-3 overall record, but they haven't played any Section 6A games yet.
No, I think they'll play Northern Lakes and Fergus Falls and maybe Wilmer, but I mean they have a really tough schedule.
Tell me how Fergus Falls dropped down. I mean, it's just I know it's the numbers.
2A?
Yeah,
well,
I know it's a number.
I think they've always been single A for hockey.
Have they?
Yeah, but they're always obviously higher in like football and basketball and those other sports. But yeah, I mean we had a really tight game with them. I think when they come here, it's going to be a really competitive game.
Yeah.
I hope that's when we can get a win, and that would really put us in hopefully a 4 or 5 seed position in the section.
Yeah, that was the holiday tournament you faced them, wasn't it?
Yep, it was 4-2 game.
4-2 game, yeah.
Yeah, and
was there an empty netter they got at the end too?
I can't remember. I don't believe so. They may have.
Okay.
I don't remember. It's so many. tough to remember everything now.
We're getting that late in the season, I understand. Let's look at how Coach handles the locker rooms now on this 3-game winning streak. You're in between periods and you're going in. You might have a lead now, so is your locker room chat just a little bit different with the boys?
Yeah, it is different. I mean, you're not playing from behind. You know, you can take things a little differently. Obviously, it's a little happier, right?
Okay.
Like you're feeling good. You know, it's a lot more of keep doing this, right? Instead of don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, that's that's nice to hear. And I don't know. Sometimes it's not at this point of the season. You know, we've been with these kids for 8 to 10 weeks working on stuff. There isn't a lot. You know, just little things here and there. Pick them up. You know, and then maybe put them in their place if they need it. We kind of had that yesterday in the Mayport game where we had I'd say a lazy 30 seconds there. You know, it's like you get into this point of the season, we're going to get into the section tournament, you got to be playing a full 51 minutes. So you just, and you do that so they're ready for that section tournament, right? We're building towards that. Like, I hope we're not playing our best hockey right now. I hope that's in 3 weeks. So we just keep building.
I didn't print out the full schedule, but how many games were left? Do you know off the top
We
of your head?
have 2 more this week, 4 next week.
Okay.
And then 3 after that. So it's that's
7,
9
8,
games.
9 games.
9 games left.
So 2 more will come quick, and then 4 quick next week, and then you're looking at tournament.
Yeah. So February 17th would be our quarterfinal.
Oh man, wow, it goes fast. B-Dub, you got anything for Adam?
No, I just don't want you stealing his stuff. I can just hear you next time, pepper in the net, and I can just hear you. You and your fast water, Florex.
No.
Yeah.
Well, at least we know he's listening.
Yeah,
right?
I know. That's
that
the
helps.
thing. Yeah, we know he's listening.
Yes,
at least,
that's right. Yeah.
And he wants to learn. So
yeah.
we know that. So
I got your back, Joe.
Thank you, man.
Appreciate
it.
Somebody's
got you. I'm all on an island here. Let's see, Wadena Deer Creek, we got them February 5th at home too, and they're down there in the lower half of the section standings right now too. So
yeah, that's what I'm gonna
there's
take
a
care
chance the BW Blades could hang where you are right now in the section standings, or maybe even improve.
Well, right
a
now
little
I would
bit.
say we're the 7. If the season ended today, we'd be the 7th seed.
You think that's where they'd vote you in?
Yeah,
as the
Morris and
7th seed?
Wadena would be behind us because Prairie Center and Wilmer have both beaten us. Fergus has beaten us. Then
yeah, I suppose.
We haven't played Sartell or Northern Lakes, so then Fergus, Little Falls we play tomorrow. So if we play them twice yet.
Oh yeah, you get twice.
So
yeah,
if we
I
beat
saw
them
that.
twice, that puts us ahead of them.
Yeah.
We got Prairie Center again. If we split with them, it's funny. Sometimes the middle of these sections can be really like intertwined. This guy beat him, but they didn't beat them, and they split, but they swept. So.
Well, they don't use QRF in hockey.
Which I'm
thank God.
happy.
Thank God.
I like when you can sit down with the coaches and say,
Yeah.
this is where our season's at, and this is why we should be where we're at. And
see, that's the way it should be. I think, don't you?
I don't mind that at all.
Yeah.
I don't. I
What
think-
they're doing.
I mean, I don't mind it. I don't know that I would agree with it for basketball. Just like in our region,
Yeah, but you don't use QRF.
no, we don't. But we play everybody twice in our region.
Right, so then you know.
So we
Yeah.
know, like
Yeah,
it shakes out. And there's some other regions where not everybody they play 2-point games and things like that. That just doesn't make any sense to me.
Yep.
It can be laid out very nice for us where we play everybody in our region twice. We go across region to region 2, and play everybody over there once. And our schedule's kind of done, and we know exactly where we need to be as far as getting the state because we have to play cross region if we don't win the region.
And most of your games are section or Division A schools. You don't play too many double A's. do
We
you?
haven't scheduled any. It's
Other than what you played, Fargo Shanley or whatever the heck they are.
yeah. Well,
Who
I'd
knows
say
what-
that the top end single A teams in Minnesota will play like Hermantown, War Road, East Grand Forks. They get a fair amount of double A games,
Yep.
and you gotta. If you're gonna get double A games, you got to show that for probably
Yeah,
4 or
you
5 years that you can hang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's nice you can play those games if you earn them, right? We definitely do it if we could.
Yep,
But,
absolutely.
We're working towards it.
All right, Coach, we're going to give you a free coffee out at the Travel Center out here at the Southern Valley Travel Center from Caribou Coffee. And Emily, go pepper the nets tomorrow night.
Perfect. Well, my wife was watching last time, and she said the next one you get's going to her. So this one's for her.
All right. Oh, you go ahead and give it to her. That's up to you, man. And we'll call that one a good one. All right, Adam, again, good luck tomorrow night
Thank
there
you.
with you and the Blades. And I'm glad the season is on a roll, as you say.
We'll see you soon, hopefully.
All right, we'll see you. Well, we got a show next week, so if
Okay.
you're able to make it, we'll be here.
Perfect.
All right, Adam Works, my head coach of the BW Blades. And coming up next, we got Brian Watson, head coach of the Lady Huskies, after this.
Hiring production technicians for a variety of shifts with opportunities to make $20 or more per hour. Work in a clean, climate-controlled facility. Second shift, 4 10-hour days, every weekend off, 3:30 p.m. to 2 a.m., and 4-crew rotation, straight days, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., or straight nights, 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. Apply in person or online at ComdelInnovation.com. Comdel Innovation of Wahpeton, an employee-owned company.
Every business begins with an idea. With dedication, hard work, and high-speed broadband, that idea can grow into something giant. The member organizations that form BAND are proud to support North Dakota businesses every step of the way, from the soil to the stadium. The Broadband Association of North Dakota, helping North Dakotans grow bright ideas into big business.
Having the right insurance team will change the way you view insurance. Hi, this is Amanda from State Farm. My staff and I believe insurance is a tool that can help you plan for what can go wrong so you can focus and invest in what can go right.
Amanda and her team are dedicated to serving you and the community. They are local, committed, and a trusted insurance team. See why they've been voted Best Insurance Agency 7 years and counting.
Come see us. We'd love a chance to work with you too.
Smith Motors in Wahpeton, our goal is to find the vehicle that fits you, both in lifestyle and budget. Do more with the spacious GMC Acadia, the powerful, always dependable Chevy Silverado, or the rugged, hardworking GMC Sierra. Since 1960, Smith Motors has provided an excellent automotive experience, featuring high-quality service and low-pressure sales. Chevrolet or GMC, the selection is great, and if we don't have it, we'll find it for you. Smith Motors, small-town friendly, big-town.
Getting you back to what you love. We are Optimum Rehab. For over a decade, Dr. Tony Eggeman has provided physical therapy services for the people of Wahpeton, Breckenridge, and surrounding communities. We're a small practice that sees our patients as individuals. Through hands-on techniques, our patients have their treatment plans tailored to their exact needs. Sprains, sore muscles, back pain, achy joints, rehab following surgery, you name it. Optimum Rehab is your answer. When you need exceptional physical therapy, you need Optimum Rehab.
We know switching banks takes time. But what if we told you that at Bell Bank, we have a team that knows you by name?
Worth it.
Or real people that answer the phone within 22 seconds.
Worth it.
A bank that you can trust that will never hit you with sneaky fees?
It's so worth it.
Switch and see why Bell Bank is worth it. Bell Bank, member FDIC.
Minn Kota Ag Products has helped farmers with all their agricultural needs as the farming industry has expanded. They provide farmers with all their chemical, fertilizer, seed, grain, and elevator needs. They also offer deep band tillage, chemical application, and fertilizer application, just to name a few. Proud to be a partner in your operation since 1941. Download the MKAP Grower 360 app from your app store today to see current market prices, your tickets, and any essential information for your operation. Thanks for all your hard work.
At Interstate Engineering, we're more than engineers and surveyors.
we're partners in building stronger communities. For 50 years, we've partnered with communities across the Great Plains region, from airports to water systems, transportation to recreation. Our team delivers innovative solutions with integrity, loyalty, and a passion for helping others. Interstate Engineering, improving life, one community at a time.
Took me a minute, but I heard the music.
Yeah,
Welcome back, everybody, to the Giants
struggling.
Coaches Show.
Struggling.
And it's also brought to you in part by Red River Communications, Internet with a Human Touch. And those of you watching on Red River Communications Cable Channel 28, thank you very much for tuning in tonight. We had a full slate tonight, and we're going to wrap it up here with head coach of the Wahpeton Lady Huskies basketball squad, none other than the legendary, in his own mind.
No, see, you don't need that. Now you're just trying to get back at me.
Brian Watson.
It's all right. That's
Well,
all right.
Yards has got a different shade of green on tonight there, so I don't know if it's... at first, when I seen him wearing that weird color green in there, I thought it was UND.
That's not a weird. I mean, that green is the right color green.
No, that's a weird green.
No, it's not.
Yeah, kind of.
I mean, he's got cowboy green on, but
Yeah, no,
it's
that's
the
not
same
cowboy
as,
green.
Huh?
I don't think... Is that cowboy green?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
But it's the same as the Harvard of the North, though. I know where you were going with that.
Okay.
So it's okay.
Well, that's what I get paid to do.
We don't get paid anything
Oh,
for
that's
doing
right.
this. Come on
I
now.
forgot that.
Don't start telling people.
Brian Watson, head coach of the Lady Huskies basketball squad, as we move along quickly. By the way, folks, stay tuned here after this. We're going to have a special video. Right?
Well, we're going to have two videos.
Two videos. One is our
Okay.
Comdale Innovation Play of the Week.
Yep. And then we're going to talk to...
We're going to talk to Chad a little bit.
One-armed man over there.
The one-armed man. So
Yeah.
stay tuned with us, folks. We're going to have a dandy coming up here. You're going to want to see this. You
Jim
really
Dandy.
are going to want to see this.
Yeah. All right. Can we move on now?
Yeah, let's talk about some Husky girls basketball. And the last one we're going to talk about, Brian, or at least the first one we're going to talk about tonight, will be against, I think right now they're ranked number 3 in the state, Valley City.
They were 2 when we played them.
They were 2 when you played them.
Yeah. They lost. I can't remember who they lost.
I can't remember either, but
anyway, they were 2, and then if our schedule were to hold, we had a cancellation or a reschedule because of weather. We would have turned around. We would have played the number 3 team in this.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it is what it is. Valley City's a top team in Region 1. They're defending state champs, and Valley lost to Thompson.
Oh yeah.
Up in
Thanks, Chad.
I think it might have been up in Devils Lake, but don't quote me on.
Yeah, it
quote me
was.
on that, but,
Yeah.
but they are, as advertised, defending state champs and number 2 team at the time, and they have arguably one of the best players in the state, in
Absolutely,
Katie Burchill. So it was a bit of a tough goal for us. I was a little bit disappointed in the game because I just felt like the first time that we played them, we got off to a really good start. You know, we played well for the first half, and then we got in some foul trouble, and we had we just couldn't score in that third quarter. And I felt like, you know, if we go and play kind of the same way and don't get in foul trouble, things like that, I felt like we could play with them and put ourselves maybe in a position to be there at the end. But we came out flat. I mean, it was a very uncharacteristic game for the team that we have. And
Was it an intimidation factor of them coming in as number 2 team?
No, I don't think any of that stuff matters. No,
Okay.
I don't. That stuff doesn't matter. I don't know. I made light of it after the game. I asked the girls. I said, I feel like I'm being punked because it just was. It was just so different. Like we weren't doing anything that we're supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
I can't even describe it. We just look like a totally different team. Like one of those games like we've never played basketball before. You know, and I don't know. Maybe we needed a game like that, but we had two kind of games like that back to back. We Breck, we didn't play so well, and a lot of that has to do with them. But I felt like we would be ready to play that game on our home floor, and like I said, I was just a little disappointed, and I think the girls understand that, and I think they need to understand what it's like to kind of play in that moment. Again, we kind of talked about that after the Breck game too, to be in the moment and have a little bit of hype around a certain game or things like that. So, and if you're going to win big games, that's what it's going to feel like. Like that's what it's supposed to be like. And hopefully we learn from it and we take that, and as we get going here, when we get to some really important games here as the regular season winds down and get into the playoffs, hopefully we can take that and learn from it.
Yeah. Who are some of your leaders? I know you got your sheets there.
I mean, we our big two, if you want to call them that, it's kind of becoming sort of three girls who are constantly, at the top for us. But Claire Woods had 13, Piper Nelson had 12, and then Ashlyn Max had 8. And we're kind of waiting for Ashlyn to get over the hump here and get into double figures.
Yeah.
But she's always around that 7, 8, 9 point mark for the minutes that she plays. And I just feel like we're kind of waiting for her to maybe get over the hump there and kind of go off one night, because she has the ability to do that.
Yeah.
And we're still continuing to get a lot of girls scoring. But in that game, and also in the Breck game, we just didn't have, those 3 or 4 girls right around 10 points. We're okay if we get a couple that are in double figures, but we've had some success here with having, Piper and Claire Woods in double figures, but then we've had Claire Langenwalter, maybe at 9 or maybe at double figures, and then Ashlyn will be running around that 9 point. And then maybe even someone else, Ella Langenwalter's been in there a couple times too. So, we need that from all of our girls, and if we're going to score, and then, we got to play a little better defensively too. So there's some things that we need to fix, but. It is. I think it's a learning experience. I think, if we can do some good things in our region tournament, we might have to play Valley again.
I was just going to say that.
And if we do, then it's really going to mean something. So we have to work to that point so that we do have to play them again.
Yeah, I was going to say that if Valley City hangs up there in the top, like they are, and eventually you might have to meet them somewhere in that.
Well, we hope that we can play them
or
again.
Kindred.
Yeah, we hope that we can play them again, because I feel like if we do, then it's for something big.
So last night you traveled to Lisbon and came away with a nice Region 1 victory there, and rather, I shouldn't say easy, because none of them are easy, but a nice almost 40-point win there for the Lady Huskies last night.
Yeah, I mean, Lisbon's a team and a program that's, they're kind of searching for their way right now. They're a little bit down. And I think it's something that all programs kind of go through. We've gone through it here. My first year we had 3 wins, and I've had a couple seasons where we've been 5 wins or whatever. And it's tough because it takes a toll on you morale-wise. And as a coach, you're trying to figure out, well, what am I doing wrong? And, and you may not be doing anything wrong. It's just, it is what it is. I used to say all the time, you have to dance with who you brung in. That's kind of what you have to do, and hopefully – girls get better and your program builds. So that's kind of where Lisbon is. And for us, I think it's a game that we needed kind of coming at the right time, so we could kind of reset here, work on some things, see if we can, execute the way that we're supposed to. And I thought that we did the job that we needed to do there. Yeah. And it'd be different if we went in there and just kind of went in there arrogant and played sloppy and just kind of, did all these different things, and I felt like we took it seriously. The girls took it seriously and played and executed the way that they should.
And that's a good thing for a young squad that you have, to have that. Go in there and let's take care of business and get it done with, instead of coming in arrogant, well, we're just going to sit back and we're going to win this. No, you got to go in there and pretend like it's somebody else. And
I mean, you have
it's an even game. It's 0-0.
You have to stay focused, because even though we won this game, there are certainly things that the girls did in this game against Lisbon that they're not going to be able to do against Central Castle on Thursday.
Yeah.
We just have to understand that. And we try and keep them grounded and say, hey, we can't do that because we're not going to be able to do it down the road. So, but like I said, I think that they did a good job of taking it seriously and playing the game the way that it should. And I think the score was very indicative of that. And we had our same two girls leading us. Claire Woods had 15, and Piper had 13. Ashland had 8 again. Claire Langenwalter had 6. Tinley Hills had a 3-pointer towards the end there.
Nice.
And Ella Langenwalter had 4, and there was one more. Addie Parker had 4 as well. Towards the end, she got in there.
Awesome.
So,
right.
I mean, it was a good game. We had a lot of
Good
girls
Region
score.
1.
Camry Malk had 4 as well. So we had a lot of girls score, and a lot of girls got to play some extended minutes. So I thought it was good to get girls time on the floor, and we come out with a win. I think that's a good confidence builder. But now we got to try and stay focused, take all those good things that we did against Lisbon, and try and see if we can convert those against Central Cass. They're a very good team.
All right, let's talk about Central Cass. In your first meeting, that was a 6-point victory there back on January 6th, so not too long ago, a couple weeks ago. And you came away with a 6-point win up at their house. So now you got them back here in Husky Gymnasium.
Yeah, they're playing some really good basketball right now. They were preseason ranked top 10.
Yeah, that's
so
right, they were.
Yeah, and they're good. They've got some good players in Severson and Haug. Haug's just a freshman. Severson's a senior. Severson can play inside. She can kind of match Claire a little bit. Can step outside and knock down the 3-pointer. And then Haug is a all-region point guard who can shoot it from deep. And then they've got a couple other girls who can shoot it as well. So they're a well-rounded team. They're a lot like us a little bit. They kind of, they can live off the 3-pointer. They can go inside the Severson. They're defensively, they do some good things. They try and turn you over, speed you up, and they'll full court press you. They might half court press you a little bit too. So we have to kind of be ready for a little bit of everything. We played a really good game at their place on the road.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll have to see if we can put together a good one at our place, top to bottom. The one thing that we didn't do well against Lisbon is that we didn't shoot free throws well.
Oh.
And we didn't actually shoot it from behind the 3-point line as well as we have been. So, I have a little bit of concern about that, but I feel like we can get back on track and start to, focus a little bit more at the free throw line and things like that, and be a little bit more deliberate in our offense. And when we don't have something in transition, okay, now let's get a good shot instead of just jacking one up. Let's move it around and see if we can get an inside out, something like that, because we know that's a higher percentage shot.
Yeah, the Lady Huskies right now 6-7 overall record. Central Cass 8-6. But over on the Region 1 side, Brian, you guys are sitting at 5-3. Central Cass down 2 spots below you there, underneath Kindred. They're sitting at 4-4. So it's a very, very important game for the girls tomorrow night.
It's a huge game for us, and you have to note that Central Cass just beat Kindred.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? Like after Valley and Kindred too. Kindred does kind of sit above, but then it's us, Central Cass, and Oak Grove, and we're locked in that middle there. So that's why this game is so important. We just have to try and take care of business here.
Do you tell the girls that?
I mean, I let them know how important it is. We've talked about it. You know, we need to understand where we are. Because we can put ourselves in a good position. We kind of, I mean, it is a cliche, but we kind of control our own destiny here as far as where we can be seated in the region tournament, because things are so close. You want to try and be as high as you can, seed wise, because the farther down you go, the closer you get to someone that's like you. And now it's a coin flip. Because it really comes down to who's making shots. Yeah. So you don't want to put yourself where it is a coin flip. You want to have some type of advantage. So for us, if we could get to 2, that'd be great. 3, that'd be okay. Now that 4-5 game, that's a tough one. That's a tough one because you don't know who you're going to play, because you could be playing Central Cass, you could be playing Oak Grove. You just don't know how it's going to shake out, but we're in a position where we can kind of be in control of where we end up, and that starts on Thursday.
And I should remind folks too, we were talking earlier about having the wrestling on Three Borders Sports. We're also going to have your game on Three Borders Sports Network tomorrow night too as well.
Great.
And I don't know if you know this, Steve Hockert is going to help Noel with the call.
Really?
How about that?
Two former coaches up there.
Yeah.
How about that?
Steve Hockert and Noel Eckroth going to make the call in the Lady Huskies game tomorrow night.
We'll have to hold.
I made that announcement there. I'm kind of surprising everybody.
We'll have to hold him to the fire there. He is the principal over there.
He
so
is.
I can. Hey, I only got half the company, so let's get it right here. You know what I mean?
You can be his boss. For
Exactly.
Sure, yeah.
I'm his boss now. So
well, Noel did say he was going to do it. No pay required. So.
Well, if he does a good job, maybe
we might give him something.
Maybe we'll slide him something.
We'll give him a free coffee.
We'll give him a free coffee.
And by the way, there's your free
There you
coffee.
go.
I've got your free coffee card over here from
Thanks.
Southern Valley.
Hey, I appreciate that. I get one too. So.
All right, folks. Yes, you do. All right, folks. We're going to come right back. We're going to talk with Chad Affield. And we're going to take a look at a video that you will not believe. Stay with us, everybody. We'll be right back.
Red River Valley and Western Railroad has served North Dakota and Minnesota with over 500 miles of track. Red River Valley and Western handles shipping, freight car repair, storage options, and now transload services. With over 30 years of experience in the railroad industry, they know dependable service is what you strive for. Red River Valley and Western is proud to be a part of the community since 1987.
What does primary care mean to us? At Sanford Health, it means being there when and where you need it most. It means building a relationship, because when a provider really knows you, they can deliver the best care for every aspect of your health and your life. So what does primary care mean for you? It means understanding your health for today and for where you're headed next. It means a lifetime of care for a lifetime of you.
No matter what time of year, a farmer's relationship with Red River Grain Hefty Seed never changes. Red River Grain Hefty Seed works shoulder to shoulder with area farmers to attain the highest possible profit for you. Red River Grain Hefty Seed has been saving farmers money for years. For all your grain and agronomy needs, stop in or call the friendly staff at 643-3738 or visit them online at redrivergrain.com.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Giants Coaches Show, and it's presented to you by Red River Communications. Red River Communications, internet with a human touch. Also, Red River Communications Cable Channel 28 is our own dedicated cable channel whenever we go live at most events. Sometimes when we do two events at one time, we can only do one, at least right now.
Like tomorrow, the basketball game will be on
Red River.
On Red River, yeah.
So wrestling will be on our YouTube channel.
Wrestling will be on YouTube, yeah.
And you can find that link at our...
It's on our webpage right now, threebordersportsnetwork.com.
And 3 is the number 3.
3 is the number 3. Everyone knows that.
Do they know that by now?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Everyone knows it.
I would say yes, Joe, but...
Okay.
Or they could just search it. And
We might have new people watching, you know. We got the coaches from Perham and everybody telling us they're watching us.
People today do not use flip phones. Okay? So they understand.
Did you hear him last night?
How the internet
He actually
works.
looked at a flip phone.
I did.
He did. He was like, "Hey, I like this thing."
That was pretty cool.
You don't know. Come
It
on.
looked just like this, and it actually...
That's a prop that we gave you.
No,
So.
it's not.
Yep.
Hey, everybody, we're joined by Chad Affield.
Man.
Hi, Joe.
Chad has been kind enough to help us out from time to time, whether he's running camera or he is even doing some color analysts for me. And everybody knows Chad. It seems like whenever I do the Studio 22 Design shout-out line, Chad gets more hi, Chads, how are you, Chads, than we do. So good for you, Chad.
You're more famous than we are.
Yeah.
Not that we're famous, but I mean, you are.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it is what it is.
All right, Chad.
Yep.
You had a little bit of an incident Tuesday night. Monday night. Excuse me.
Monday night.
Monday night.
Monday night. I've been doing stats over there for a long time too, and Nothing like that.
So let's tell everybody, let's just talk about that first, because Brian's got a little clip here we're going to watch in a few seconds. But tell everybody, you've done this for how long over there?
I'd say 15 years, if not longer.
So you've been over there at NDSCS.
Doing the stats on a laptop computer, so I'm looking down most of the time, Joe.
Okay, so you're working on a laptop. Yep. You've got a spotter.
Yep.
And the spotter tells you so-and-so rebounded.
And I enter it in on the laptop.
Okay, so then these stats go back to NDSCS or whomever.
I got a printer there too, so I can print off and everything at halftime or whatever.
Oh, for any media or anybody there?
Yep.
Okay. And you sit
right at the score table.
Right at the main score table.
Almost right at center court.
Between the two teams, there's a big scoring table.
Yep.
There's how many people sitting there? About 7 or 8?
PA, book, clock, and my spotter and a shot clock. So there's probably 6 of us there, 6 or 7.
He's got the best seat in the house.
It is a good seat.
If you've ever been there to NDSCS,
it is a good seat.
Kurt's usually on the PA, and Art's there doing the clock, and Chad's sitting down there down the line somewhere and keeping stats.
Mm-hmm.
And you've done that very well, by the way. I think you did it for Bonanza.
Yep.
When we did the Bonanza one year, you did the stats, and that was very handy and came in very efficiently.
It's like riding a bike, Joe.
Anyway, you're sitting here with a shoulder strap on. Yeah, what the hell?
Yeah. Monday night, there was a play, about 7 minutes left in the first half.
Yeah. Oh, this was in the first half?
In the first half of the men's game.
Okay.
A loose ball kind of bouncing toward the score table, bounced over the score table.
And you didn't see any of this?
Nope, I'm looking down.
Okay, so here it is.
And the player, there's a Fergus player that's going to come at me. When I first look up, Joe, he's right about there when I look up.
Oh.
And I saw him cross body, and so it broke the chair. The computer broke the chair. Laptop went flying. The printer got slid quite a ways. The whole table was kind of messed up.
So it's a high back chair.
Yes.
It's not just some little.
It's a high back chair.
You disappeared.
Yes.
Can you see it again? Can we?
You want to see it again?
Yeah, I do.
Give me a second. I got you. It'll take a second to start.
Yeah, so load that back up
He'll
again.
score. And like I said, I don't see him until he's right at the table.
So Chad's looking down at his laptop right now. So watch over there, right by the D. Oh.
Yeah, that's a tough one right there.
That is, and so Chad.
Finished out the game though, Joe. I got right back
the
up.
game. You told me that yesterday, and I'm just like, are you kidding me?
Yep.
After I'd seen that, Jen Sanchez showed me that video, and I think George sent it to you. So thanks to George, by the way.
I actually had to go get that one,
but Chad showed us a picture of his X-ray.
I don't have that. I
don't want to show that. I don't want. But I'm just going to show you.
Yeah.
The bone on his shoulder was like that, folks.
It was up.
It wasn't poking out of the skin.
No, it wasn't out of the skin or anything, but it was up. My shoulder, it was up. There was a spot up there that was up.
You could feel it.
I'd say a good inch anyway, probably, or 3/4 inch, nothing else. Yeah,
And he finished the game, though. That's what I want you to know.
And then he went to the doctor.
Then I went to the ER.
There you go. He's tough. He's tough.
And so what are they doing to prepare you for tomorrow night? You're there tomorrow, aren't you?
They told me shoulder pads and a helmet, and I'll probably sit back in the first row of the bleachers instead of at the score table. They'll have a separate table probably for me.
Yeah, they'll have a separate table back off the bleachers for you, I'm sure.
I've learned my lesson, though, Joe. Anything comes close now anymore,
I'm looking.
I'm moving. I'm going.
You got to get out of there.
Yep,
It's
I'm getting out of there from now on.
It's like if you're in a chain gang, they tell you
Drop
the
that
chains
thing and go.
And you get out of the way.
That's what I'm doing from now on.
Yeah.
Safety first.
Absolutely.
Yeah. We'll get him some bubble wrap. He'll be good.
There you go. Bubble wrap. That'll be the next thing.
Yep.
He'll be good.
Yep.
Well, you were a trooper last night at the game with me, Chad, in the Battle Lake game, and I appreciate you coming up there.
I'm in no pain, Joe, so like I said,
he is going to get me a padded seat for
I'm
up
going,
there,
hey, up there,
seat for
that
what?
bleacher seat gets hard. I'm going to put some padding on that seat.
So he's going to get me a padded seat up there.
Oh, my goodness.
Nothing for you in yards, but just for me.
We're tough. Me and yards, we don't need that mess.
Okay.
We're good. We're good.
Well, I think Chad wants it for his seat, too.
Yeah, I think he does. He wants it for himself.
All right. Well, Chad, again, thanks for doing it, and appreciate you being a part of this.
Yes.
And thanks for letting us share that video. And
absolutely, it's going around.
Crazy.
It's going around the school, going around the college. Everybody's talking about it, Joe. So.
I'm sure they are. And again, hats off to you, man, for staying in there. You're even driving bus yet?
Oh yeah. Yep.
How the hell are you opening the door?
Left hand.
Oh, so you lean across?
I lean across with the left hand.
He's ambidextrous.
Yep. Yep.
He's
spell ambidextrous.
I don't need to.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
All I gotta do is say it.
Yep.
Yeah.
I bet Yards could spell it.
No way.
Anyway.
No way.
No way.
Anyway, I just get well soon, man.
Yep.
You had a lot of get well wishes last night on the Studio 22 Design shout out line, and get well soon.
Yep. Perfect. Thank you.
All right. We appreciate you being a part of the show, Chad. All right. Let's talk about the Comdale Innovation Play of the Week then, BW. You got that all queued up and ready to go?
I'm ready to go.
Okay. Anything else you want to talk about before we go?
No, I don't think so. I mean, tune in tomorrow. You got wrestling, and
two
we got
things
Lady
tomorrow.
Huskies basketball.
Yep.
And then Friday we got
Cowgirls
basketball.
Next week, and I think next week starts the really. Not that it's not been busy, but
We got a gauntlet
starts
next week.
It's really busy
We got
next
something
week.
every night of the week next week. I think.
Friday night next week we got, the Monday the 9th we start. Yeah, we got something every Saturday in February too.
It's like 8 days of solid.
Yep.
Craziness.
Yeah.
Check our website out, folks. That'll be on there. All right, our Comdale Innovation Play of the Week. Again, we had a couple situations, and we took the last one. Braden Steffens. Huh?
This is a good one.
This is a good one.
Yeah.
Braden Steffens had a couple of nice dunks against Valley City the other night.
Really?
And, yeah, he had two of them in one game.
Okay.
Yeah, he went beast mode on it.
And he did. But this one we gave to our player of the game last night.
Okay.
Our player of the game was Hunter Bogenreef, and he came in off the bench and scored 13 points. And he had our Comdale Innovation Play of the Week. So for everybody here at Three Borders Sports Network, Yards, Chad, Brian, Noel, and now Steve.
Well, I guess we got to mention him. I mean, he hasn't done anything yet, so we might need to make him earn it.
Okay.
So let's.
Yeah.
He doesn't get a shirt yet or nothing?
Not yet.
Okay.
I mean, we got to see.
Okay.
But I guess that's an indicator. If he doesn't get a shirt, then he's like, I didn't do very well.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean.
All right. For everybody at Three Borders Sports Network, everybody, I'm Joe Schreiner. Good night, and here is your Comdale Innovation Play of the Week. To the corner. Bogenreef. Somerville drives off to Bogenreef. There's the jam that he got to do. Bogenreef with two more.
Comdale Innovation is now hiring production technicians for a variety of shifts with opportunities to make $20 or more per hour. Work in a clean, climate-controlled facility. Second shift, 4 10-hour days, every weekend off, 3:30 p.m. to 2 a.m., and 4-crew rotation, straight days, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., or straight nights, 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. Apply in person or online at ComdaleInnovation.com. Comdale Innovation of Wahpeton, an employee-owned company.